And we're live. So the game today, begins in the town of Sudbury, in a stronghold, 1 kilometer south of the town of Sudbury. It's the stronghold of the Order of Fall. This stronghold is not easy to find. You have to go off the main road, and you have to find a hidden dirt path that leads all the way up a mountainside. And you enter a cavern guarded by 2 guards of the Order of Fall and a ledge on top of it, where there's an archer as well keeping watch. The game will actually begin deep inside this stronghold. To get to this location, you go through a long series of winding hallways and staircases, and several door checks with other guards confirming your identity before they let you through. But the game will begin inside of the office of the commander of this stronghold of the Order of Fall. In this room, we have a large table with several seats here. You have the 10-year-old girl, Kiva Bij, sitting here, and you have the sorceress who brought her there as well, Arianis. At this table as well, you have Mayumi, Fukrur, and Kira, who are also sitting there. And Commander Bescaril, a serious man that you've all met for the first time, is also sitting here as well. There's not much conversation as Commander Bescaril is writing with a quill on some parchment, and he's waiting for another person to arrive in the room as well. The door opens, and Merilith Estina enters, and the game begins.
I don't know what I'm doing here.
Did you not read the backstory for you?
No. I went through a portal. I somehow got transported to the middle of the woods somewhere. I woke up on a dirt road, and I made my way here. And that's it. That's as much as I know.
You got the letter that Captain Elsine wrote to you.
I assume I had it on me.
You received a letter from Captain Elsine in the high mountain in Coniston, telling you to report to Commander Bescaril.
Okay.
In Sudbury.
Which is where I am now.
Correct. You're in the right place.
Okay. I don't know how I got from the portal room to the dirt road, though.
Okay, well...
The same thing happened to me.
Okay.
We were on that. We went through that portal together.
Yeah, and then the game ended, and I wasn't there the following week.
I wasn't there either.
Okay. Okay, hello. Hi.
Commander Bescaril sits up and puts down his quill, looking up, and he says, Merilith Estina.
Yeah.
Please join us.
Thank you.
Meet your fellow companions here.
Hello.
Introduce yourselves, please.
The crew?
Yeah,
we've met before.
Yes, we've met.
Mayumi.
Mayumi?
Yep.
Just give a physical description of what you look like quickly.
Brown, short black hair, green eyes.
He's a girl.
You're a woman.
Yeah.
Thank you. The hair is what we're really concerned with. Like, how old do you look? 65?
Like pretty young.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Kira Villanor. I'm a tall man, dark blue hair and eyes, 6'4", 230 pounds. I have a huge axe.
Whoa. You beefed up.
Did you go to the gym?
I have armor, blue armor, and I have a little white doggy next to me.
Oh.
We're somehow still alive.
Yep. Played very
conservatively.
Okay. I'm a warrior, a soldier, I guess, woman, middle-aged, in my 40s, armed to the teeth, and pretty experienced in battle.
Yeah, she's got this big mace hanging on her side as well.
My mace is my main weapon. I have a sword as well, and some other things I've looted and I use sometimes, but my mace is my main weapon.
Yeah. And for Curry, you want to talk about you?
I have one dagger and loot. But my power is my words.
And he's dressed in a jester outfit.
Yeah, they're kind of dirty. I really need to.
A very
It's a pretty
unclean.
new dagger, though. Gotta point that out.
Yeah, it is brand new because remember the guards took all my weapons.
Yes,
last
that's
time.
right.
So I bought a new loot.
Yep. Okay.
It's been tuned.
Great.
And
Thank God.
I haven't spent on the dagger.
Is it tuned though?
It's 2, yeah. So +2 when I use it rolls down, about +1.
All right.
Yeah, and I'm pretty much the same. No major injuries. I have a kind of pink eye though. I don't like talking
Okay.
about it though.
Okay. Okay. Great. So
So the woman sitting next to Kiva Bij is a woman who looks maybe in her 30s, if she were human, but you can see 2 elf eyes on either side of her head. So you
Ears.
ears. Whoa!
Two normal eyes here and just two elf
I
eyes.
forgot to mention this. Advantage on all perception checks. No, so two elf ears, which hint that she might be a lot older than she looks. She has long white hair and has this kind of nonchalant, expressionless face. She's dressed in these white robes, these white rings as well. Again, someone you haven't seen before as well.
Okay.
And you see Kiva Bij, who looks at you expectantly when you walk into the room, and she says, "Merilith."
I acknowledge her.
And the commander speaks up. The commander looks in his early 30s, black beard, and he has a serious look, like many of the other superiors you've met before in the Order of Fall. But he looks a bit younger than the other ones, maybe less experienced. It's unclear.
Great.
But he finishes writing and he says, "I'm glad you're all here. Thank you for coming today, and thank you for bringing the daughter of Lord Bij here for us to watch over in these tumultuous times. I guarantee she'll be safe here. So thank you for bringing her here. You will receive your payments for your accomplishments so far." He looks at.
Are we receiving it now?
Is that the 200 Arayan upon completion of
So
the
yeah,
quest
we can do this
to
now if you want.
It was more than 200.
It
So
was 350 before and then 350 after.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure it's 350 total.
No.
It was
Did
$700
anyone else
for the
take
whole
note
quest.
of it?
It's all in here. I don't forget money.
Okay, so I'll
Okay.
give you guys the benefit of the doubt. We'll say it's 350 upon arrival as well. Not for you. You don't get anything.
Fuck. Wait,
You-
wait. There's a quest I did complete. The
Yes.
quest to Mount Teros. That's the 200 Arayan I'm talking about.
Okay, you can take 200 right?
Yeah, I also did a quest before. I haven't been paid for it.
And that was the same
Yeah,
one. That's the
probably so.
200.
That's
You can
fine.
add 200 then. That's fine.
And I
I
have
almost
a
died there, so
I have
thought
a
I'd be
5
more.
Orion
So,
bill.
just saying.
You should be glad to die for the order. Okay.
I have a
Rather
5
live
Orion
for it.
bill in my documents that I had to buy my own porridge, and I was told I'd be reimbursed if I bring the bill with me. It's in my inventory.
Unfortunately, she says, unfortunately, we don't do reimbursements. I'm sorry.
It was on thermal paper,
Alright,
and over time
alright.
it disappeared.
You
and
can bring
then
that up with
proof.
HR if you like.
You have the bill?
I have it. Was in my, there's even a jester logo on it.
He says, "Thank you, and of course, as expected, you will all receive appropriate payments for the jobs that you accomplished for our order. I'm happy you're all here. I have a new mission for all of you. You've all done a really good job bringing the daughter of Lord Bij here. We've contracted Merilith Estina here due to her long months of experience in the field and years of experience in the field, bashing in heads and doing a lot of good work for the Order in the past. So you will be answering to her command for this next missive. Here's the thing. We're in Sadber right now, in the region of Veritas Forest, and we have a bit of a covert operation taking place in the region. And about a week ago, one of our agents out east, named I will find you his name. Give me 1 second. Ermis Talamsky. Has written to us that a strange magical force has eradicated one of his recklebacks. So he's asking for assistance. He's out there alone. He says that the military is coming for him and that he's going to be overrun soon. So I'm not sure what this is all about. We received the letter yesterday. We have all of you here available forces to help us, so we'd like to send you there on your next job to meet up with him.
Okay.
Is this convenient for you?
Yes.
Do
What's
you
the pay?
agree? You'll receive 300 each, 150 in advance and 150 upon return for the job.
Why is the military on it?
I'm not quite sure, to be honest. The Dumonts in the area have been mostly not a problem for our operations in the forest. We've been going mostly undercover, honestly, and we haven't had any issues. This is a new event, the military getting involved. So I'm not quite sure what's going on. We need eyes in the field. We need people to protect Hermes and his operation and make sure that he's safe and that everything he's doing remains covert and undetected.
When you say military, sorry, who's military? Not ours.
No, the Dumont family is the family who holds governance over Veritas Forest. They're the ones who are generally not a problem for us, but now it's starting to seem otherwise. So yes, protect Hermes, protect his operation, and whatever threat there is, eradicate it. Make sure it's not a threat to our order anymore, and you'll receive your pay.
Okay.
Roger that.
Satisfying?
Yep.
So he puts his hand over your dog and pets your dog and says, "All right, out with all of you.
Okay.
Report back to me."
So we can all add 150 now, and upon completion,
You can all get paid 150 for accepting the job.
I accept.
I accept.
Sure.
So in the stronghold, there's various little shops if you guys need to buy any small things before you go, some food, some supplies, whatever. You can do that. There's like a cantina area. But otherwise, you guys can set off and make your way there.
I'm gonna get some food.
I have
Okay.
to sell something. I found some yellow potion. And we drank it and got very sick. And I have another one, so I just don't want it.
Maybe you could use it to poison someone. If the
It
need
doesn't
should
feel,
arise.
it wouldn't be very effective poison because you have to use a whole potion. Like somebody
Okay.
drank the whole potion and they just got just a bit sick.
Okay, roll me a 12 bargaining roll, and I'll buy it off of you.
I got an 11.
All right, that won't do it. So the people that you walk around the stronghold trying to sell it to a bunch of random agents of the order, and they all kind of look at this like it's piss. Like they're like, "What is this? What are you holding? This yellow potion here?" Like no one's interested in buying it,
Fair.
and they all seem kind of creeped out by you.
I'll buy it off you.
Yeah. Okay.
How much do you want to sell it?
100.
Oh, no.
Oh, no one else wants to buy
I was
it.
gonna throw
Your
I
bottle
know
of piss.
I know how ineffective it is.
It's not ineffective. It's just. It's just like, if you want to get someone sick, like whatever. I feel like I'm gonna need to do that at some point. So
Yeah.
if I concoct a plan at some point, actually, I could.
You keep it. You got.
So if you guys are ready,
I need to buy food as well.
Same.
okay, sure. So what do you guys want to buy?
I need any plant-based food I can find.
Sure. I mean,
Vegan now.
I'm not a vegan.
I'm just asking.
If I have the choice to spare an animal, I'll do it.
okay. So you can buy some carrots if you want at the Stronghold Market.
How much are carrots?
20 Arayan for 6 carrots, 6 portions.
My God.
What?
Carrots must be in short supply.
Well, yeah, it's in the Stronghold right now.
What if I buy 12?
This is like the Bell Center.
What if I buy 12?
Oh,
Then I could give it to you for 30.
that's a discount.
25.
Okay, just take the 30, man. I don't want to negotiate with you. Okay, what about you?
Can I buy some medicinal herbs?
Okay, did you have one specifically in mind?
Let me check my book. While I check my book, you can do the for you. You can buy your stuff. It's gonna take some little while.
Yeah.
I just need some preserves, maybe some like jerky, something like that.
That's fine. I could give you 5 jerky for 15.
Okay, cool.
I want to know if there's any like sick mask I could buy.
A mask?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me for charisma and see if you can ask around and find a mask.
Let me just see my charisma. I'll also use my amulet. Yeah, whatever. Sorry. Just looking for everything here.
So, for the herbs, I can sell you 5 Gecheva.
How do you spell it?
Gecheave. It might not be in your book, but Gecheva, basically, for each herb, it'll heal 5 points of slashing damage if applied directly to the wound
Take it.
during a
but
during a rest.
What's the?
Did you take my dad?
Yeah, no, during battle. So what's the price?
It'll be 6 Arayan per Gecheva leaf.
I'll take
15.
it.
So 5 of them.
I'll take 5.
So 30 or minus 30 Arayan plus 5 Gecheva leaves. And write down what I said about the healing. So 5 points of slashing
Do I
damage.
put it in vital pouch?
Harvest pouch.
Or his pouch?
Yeah.
Good Shiva leaves.
Are we ready to go?
I got a 15 for my
Yeah.
charisma roll.
Okay, then you see a man. He's got like it looks like a masquerade mask. It's kind of covering only the eyes. It's got a bit of fluff on it too. And it looks like he's hiding it in his bag. He doesn't want anybody seeing it. But you spot it.
I don't like that. I don't like your mask. I want one.
He's like, he kind of looks at you and just puts the mask deeper in the bag and protects the bag from you.
It's fine. I don't want it. You don't have to protect it.
He looks left and right and grabs the bag and gets up and leaves the room.
I follow him. Like, dude, like, where are you going? You want to buy the skin off me?
Okay, roll me. So you describe what you pull out of your pocket.
Oh shit!
It's like obviously like disgusting. This piece of skin. It's got a tattoo on it. I kind of forgot what the tattoo looks like. I think it's like a tree. It's like 2 pillars and something.
Yeah, in a circle
Yeah.
with spikes. He just looks at you and starts walking even faster away from you.
I'm just kidding. Come back, please.
Okay, roll me charisma with disadvantage.
Maybe because you're
Five.
waving around a bloody scalp.
5.
6.
6, yeah, so he definitely runs away and says, "Who the fuck is that guy?"
What was that?
Okay. All right. Well,
Are we ready to go?
I just want to buy. I
Twice.
want to see if there's one more thing. I want to check out the boots
you do it twice and you
section.
take that word.
The boots section?
Yeah, boots section.
Okay. What kind of boots are you looking for?
I'm looking for boots that allow me to move quickly.
How much are you willing to spend?
I'm willing to spend. I'd say 40.
40?
Yeah.
Okay, so for 40 I could give you +1 dexterity boots.
If I say 45.
Then +1 dexterity boots.
When does the +2 start kicking in?
We're gonna have to negotiate. Just give me a number, my friend.
Yeah, I'll go for the 40s actually.
Okay, go ahead. So you can buy yourself some +1 dexterity boots, add them to your inventory, and that's that. Are you guys ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So do you guys still have the cart?
There, 2 cards.
Yeah, I have 2 cards.
You guys. So yeah, Meredith,
have my
you
horse.
walk out and you see two. You see that the 3 other people in your party, they approach. They seem to have 2 carts. One that looks very shabby and one that looks very fancy.
Were these around the last time I played? I think. Well, anyway.
These are
No,
different.
those cards were from the city. It was just like the
Okay,
red
there was
mouse
also
card.
a really fancy one and the bloody one, but
Yeah.
there's a.
Is that 2 different carts? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you like our new rides?
I like one of your new rides.
We worked pretty hard.
Yeah.
And are these
That's hard.
carts? Do they have horses already attached? Are they 1
Yeah.
horse carts, 2
Fully
horse
kitted.
carts?
Yeah, the shabby one has like a black horse,
Mhm.
and the fancy one has like a beige horse
Okay.
on it. Yeah.
Maybe we could see if we could sell one to like the Order of the Fall. You know, maybe they want,
True.
or oof, as I like to call it, the Order of the Fall.
You want to give me a? Oh my
Can
god.
we all fit in a cart?
Sell it to oof.
Can we all fit in 1 cart?
Oof size.
There's 2. So there's room for 3 passengers inside and 3 passengers outside.
Alright, so
Oh,
we're good. We
perfect.
can
And
sell
I
one.
have my horse too that I'll be riding on.
True.
Okay.
Very true.
So you guys.
I can ride on my
You
dog.
guys can sprawl and.
Isn't your dog
No, you
small?
can't. You're gonna kill your dog.
Alright, oh my God.
Can your dog like
ride on you?
Yeah, right on you. Like a Pikachu.
Get one of
Definitely
those little
can.
backpacks for the dog.
No, it's a pretty big dog.
Oh, okay.
So say you see someone, a woman actually, a woman, and she's outside of the Order of Fall headquarters on the side where you guys kept your carts, and she's tending to 3 other horses, you're kind of brushing them, and you see a fat satchel that on her right side could be full of coin. I don't know.
Hello, ma'am. Name is Fukrur. Or the fall.
Want to roll me charisma?
This is bad.
He shows the skin.
Yeah, I rolled a 5-1 and give a big 6.
Yeah, we have a warrant.
I got a 1. You get 1, dude. It's fucked up.
Natural one.
Yeah. So as you approach, the horses start getting nervous just as you start walking towards the woman, and they start like neighing a little bit and just trying to like move away from you. And
Jesus Christ, that was just a bad day. I think I need to get like a juju.
He's
I
getting
just changed
away.
my juju.
and she's like, "What's wrong, Nelly? What's going on?
Nelly.
Is something bothering you?" And then as you start talking, she jumps and goes, "Ah!" And she drops her brush on her foot and hurts herself on the foot, and she starts swearing. And then she looks up at you in annoyance and says, "Who are you? What do you want?"
Just never mind. Just can I like help like with her foot? I'm just like, dude, like, sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. You know, like,
Stay away from my foot.
I put my hand up and like calm the horses.
Okay, you can do a charisma roll or an animal handling roll,
I can use my my special ability as well,
which
which
is
is okay,
Just
okay.
imagine like Yu-Gi-Oh! I use
It's I gain,
activate my trap card.
I gain proficiency in animal handling. I have an advantage in an animal handling roll.
Okay,
Let's
Go ahead.
Let's go. Do you have a plus as well?
That's what I'm trying to find.
Okay. Just
I don't have a plus.
you can use charisma as animal handling or wisdom is fine.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Buddy, what do you have?
I have an. So what's an advantage? What's
You roll twice and you take the best roll.
so 10?
10 total?
Yeah.
Okay, so the horse seems to calm down a little bit when you put your hand on it, but it still looks nervous. And the woman gets up and looks at Fukura and says, "You gotta watch out when you come up to people like that. You can't just sneak up on people and scare my horses off like that."
I apologize.
Okay, charisma.
Really struggling today. An 8. Full plus than it.
She kind of grumbles and just grabs her horses and says, and looks at Kira and says, "Thank you for taking care of my horses."
My pleasure, my lady.
Whoa.
And I drop a wink.
Okay, roll me charisma. Of course.
Oh no!
3, yeah. So you kind of
I wink with both eyes.
you kind of try to wink, but you just blink. You just blink repeatedly. You start to sweat a little bit.
You like try really hard.
She's like, thank you.
Where this worked last time?
She says, "Thank you. Yeah, no, I'm just getting ready to go on a mission. But now my toe really hurts, and I don't know if I can ride properly."
Well.
Do we have a deal for you?
We actually have an extra carriage we're trying to sell.
An extra carriage?
Yep.
You mean that fancy one over there?
Well, it depends how much money you have. We have a pretty good looking one right here, and we have a cheaper one if you don't have enough money.
I'll give you 600 for the expensive one.
That's exactly in the wheelhouse of the cheap one, 600.
Ooh.
These are brand new, and
Just
the cheap one costed 1,000. Just, I think I'm okay, man.
Watch out.
I've been doing this for years, so I'm fine.
It's not your day.
I know, I'm about to change dies. Don't worry. Don't worry about it, roll. I'm changing dies.
They were made a few days ago. at the famous stable in Coniston by our boy Barry.
Okay. Wait, Barry with an A or with an E?
Now with an E.
Oh, okay, okay. Can you roll me for charisma or bargaining if you have it?
13.
13. Okay, so she says, okay, 600 for the other one. What kind of wood is it made out of?
It's actually, pretty sure it's oak.
Oh.
Oak.
Yeah.
Wait, the shitty one or the fancy one?
Oh. I had a chair made of oak when I was a kid. My favorite chair. So, is it okay if I take a look at it?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
So she gets next to the cart and she kind of runs her hands over the wood and smells it and smiles, remembering her childhood, and says, "Okay, I'll buy it off of you for $450."
What?
It cost $1,000. We bought it 2 days ago.
$450?
$450 for your other cart.
Anyways, shouldn't I keep all the money?
She said 600 for the nice one, 450 for the poor one.
$450 for the cheap one?
Yeah, for the cheap one.
Can I consult with my buddy?
Yeah, go ahead.
Consultants.
What are we doing here?
Can I get all the money?
I don't think you can. Because we had to come help you with your shitty plan.
It was still my plan, though.
We had to
It was
come
not
help
shitty
you
plan, I
out.
understand.
We had to come help you out.
I don't remember how we got that anymore. I thought we were...
The guards were there, and I came and broke the guards up from the guy. She had a sword on your neck.
Yes, I do remember this. I had to apologize. I had to
Why
apologize.
don't you
Can I at
guys
least...
split it so we can get this deal over with? We need to go.
You were sleeping.
You literally were not even there.
Who paid?
We
Stole
stole
it.
it.
I was sleeping.
I think we get them.
I mean, we were the only ones that were there. I think we split it 50-50.
All right, sounds good.
60-40.
$450 is the price. We accept that.
I kind of want to. I want to sell the fancy one though. To be
You want to
honest.
sell the fancy one?
Yeah,
But I think now she wants the oak of the first one.
Yes.
Tell her to give her a deal on the fancier one, and maybe she'll be willing to put a bit more. And tell her you're doing a good price though, just
Alright.
for her.
All right, go ahead.
What are you a good price?
You
for me?
you're the talker, man.
Yeah, I am. I'm struggling. I'm really struggling. This is my worst this morning.
Warm up with the ladies. Go ahead.
Hello. Do you want to hear me play the lute?
All right. Roll me persuasion with
Oh my
disadvantage because she doesn't like you.
It's fine. I have so many boosts of persuasion. She's so fun.
+5.
Yeah. What she got?
I don't know
You
which
got
one
that.
you
Just roll.
rolled.
Just
got
roll.
a 10,
Just
you got
roll.
a 10.
Okay.
I got a 10.
I had to do the +3 and then +2.
In the meantime, Meredith, what are you up to?
I'm picking the mud off my boots with the tip of my sword while I wait for these guys.
Are you
to,
leaning on against one of the carts?
I'm leaning against my trusty horse. Hang on.
Okay.
Hang on.
Hang on.
What does he look like?
I'm gonna die.
He looks like the most loyal horse in the world.
I think you might.
Did I ever made a description? Oh, I did describe him. I think he's a polka dot horse.
change
Yeah,
it,
yeah. Polka dot like a cow.
He's a cow horse.
Not polka dot, but like tache
cool.
like a cow.
Is he like a cow in a horse disguise?
Wait, he's white and black?
Or is he black or white?
It's like a white horse
That's fine.
with black splotches all over.
Oh.
Oh yes, alright.
Buddy,
So it was 7 + 6.
So the worst one is 7 + 6?
Yeah.
You have a
13.
15.
13? She says, fine, you can play me one song. I mean, are you good?
I'm pretty good, yeah.
All right, show us what you're made
At
of.
least his lute is tuned.
Yeah. Recently tuned, so it's fine.
Okay.
Alright, whip it out. I'm gonna send a picture of what I look like.
You can do that later. Just like,
I really want to do this though.
Okay,
I'm
fine.
really excited about it.
Miami, what are you up to?
Alright, so on Facebook.
You know, reading my book and looking for herbs on the ground that I might
I
recognize from
see
the
why you have
pictures in
trouble
my
with
book.
charisma.
You can tell me what herb you're looking for, and I'll tell you if you can find it. Okay,
I find
nice.
something that is everywhere.
There you go. Should I roll for lute playing?
Yeah, absolutely.
+2.
What season are we?
There are no seasons in this world.
Because I have seasons in the book. I have like summer.
Definitely have
Oh, fine.
Yes.
I guess here you can say it's summer.
14.
14? So yeah, you start jamming your lute a little bit, and she seems unimpressed but not displeased with your
It's like,
performance.
I'm so sorry, my lady. Go cue solo.
Is it more like an aggressive rock song or more like a soft ballad?
I would say it's a little more aggressive.
It's more aggressive.
I wouldn't say aggressive, but like, yeah.
She's like, okay, anyway, like I have to go, so can I take the cheap cart for $450? Are we good for that?
Even 500, we're good.
Deal. And she attaches her horses to the cheap cart and gives you the black horse that's attached to the cheap cart. And you guys make $450 that you can spend. 500, sorry, that you
Well,
can
the
divide
tax,
amongst
I mean,
yourselves.
You don't get everything.
True.
Tip and
The
everything.
TPP.
Alright, so
Okay. So
so you
you,
attach the second horse to our cart?
yeah, you can do double horse.
Alright, we'll double horse it.
Okay, and who's where on the fancy cart?
I'm outside.
I'll drive in.
I'm
I'm
outside
sitting
too because
with
I
her.
know there's 3 spots.
She's on the
Dude, that's so
I'm on
awkward.
my own horse.
So we're all
Oh yeah, there's no one inside the car.
There's no one inside the cart.
my dog.
You guys are like tight.
Put my dog in the cart.
What's your dog's name again?
It's Aquila.
Aquila.
Tequila.
Tequila.
Okay, and you guys are kind of like tight. Like you're tight in the driver's seat. Your butts are kind of like smushed against each other.
Is this really necessary? Oh, we also have the money, eh? $250 each.
Okay, excellent.
250.
You're gonna so who's driving?
He's
I
driving.
am.
You're gonna have to roll me at least a 5 animal handling to get to town without a problem.
You should roll for 16.
16?
Yeah.
Okay. So you roll a 16 and the Fukrur starts driving the cart, moving east towards the town of Castle Brocklewhite. So the directions that Commander Beskirl gave you told you to go approximately 1 kilometer to the east of Castle Brocklewhite, where
Castle town.
Castle Ball.
Castle Brocklewhite town. There's a town called Castle Brocklewhite.
I'm opening my mouth.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. The man that you're looking for is a man called Ermis Talamsky. You have to follow a specific set of roads to get to where he is. and you stop your cart on the side of the road, and then you're supposed to go into the forest and following specific directions telling you to turn left at the broken tree and turn right at a certain rock. But you rolled well, so we're going to say that you arrive at a small hut in the forest. But this hut, you see it from the opening of a clearing, and you see that the clearing is quite large, maybe half a kilometer wide in diameter. You see a bit of smoke coming out of the chimney of the hut, a small garden. But one thing that catches all of your attention is that this large clearing has a lot of earth turned over, as if something or someone turned over the earth and kind of like dug it up and then made clumps of earth all over this clearing. So what do you guys do?
Well, we're gonna have to make our way to the house. Can we like go across the clearing, but avoiding the little bit of dirt?
Yeah, you guys can walk across the clearing. Anybody have a problem with that? With
Is,
that or
is
no?
the cart able to?
The cart is left on the road.
So
Okay.
now we're past Castle.
You're east of Castle Brockway
Yeah, okay,
now.
so we went through the town and now we're.
You,
We're at the
you
hut
passed
that
the road to the town.
Okay.
Yeah. You didn't go into town.
And we suspect that this is the hut of Ermis.
Yeah, this is a perfect description of the hut that you're supposed to
so
find.
the cart can't pass. Either we go on foot. I'll go on my horse, and we go up to the hut.
Yeah, sure.
So as you guys make your way through the clearing, everybody roll me a perception check.
My weakness.
Scanning territory plus.
Take an arrow to the
18.
neck.
Sorry, hang on.
2. I swear to God, you have to
Dude,
roll
yeah,
perception.
that's fucked up.
4.
Isn't it perception
6.
wisdom?
It's intelligence.
Nice. +4.
And I still only get a 6.
You got a 6 total. What did you get?
18.
18.
3.
2.
Okay. Everybody's clueless except for Mayumi.
We still have
Yeah.
these earrings things.
Yeah, but you're all together in a group of
okay.
4 people right now. Merilith, you're on a hang-on, your horse. Mayumi, you just feel a presence behind the 4 of you as you start walking towards this hut. It's kind of a heat sensation that you feel, as if there's something breathing down your neck.
Oh man.
You turn around and you see this creature, a large creature, maybe 9 feet tall, 2 very large arms, muscular arms with fur on them and spikes, large claws digging deep into the ground, and a large tail with sharp teeth and a huge stench of breath just completely overwhelming your nostrils. Everybody roll me a 2 constitution check here to not take any
Piss yourself.
any sickness damage.
Guys, you see this?
Natural 20 plus 1, 21.
Perfect.
So-
So you have constitution.
Yeah.
You have resist sickness.
I have resist hunger.
So you can add resist sickness
Okay.
under constitution. And everybody
I
else?
got 19.
7.
19, 7. So everyone's good? Okay, you all resist the bad breath of this creature.
Reeks.
As the creature roars at the 4 of you, deafening your ears, and your hair is kind of like knocked backwards a little bit as well. What do you guys do?
I run straight to the hut.
Okay,
I start running.
everyone roll initiative.
Well, take my dad.
What's it under?
16.
I know I have plus something.
How close are we to this thing?
Initiative.
1,
You're
2,
9.
4 meters away from it.
15,
And the hut?
17.
17. Okay, Merilith, you rolled the highest. You start. I go second best. Merilith, what do you do?
I've drawn my mace,
Yeah.
and where is it in? Is it close enough I can swing at
It's
it?
4 feet away from you.
Okay, great.
do you not hear it?
I take a swing at its head with my mace.
Roll this.
Okay,
9 feet, eh?
so you can go ahead and roll.
Okay, hang on. I have to remember all my
Plus
1,
There we
2,
go.
3,
plus 6.
Plus 40.
3, 4. He's a monster. Monster proficiency.
Yep.
Plus 4. So 13.
13. That does not do it. As you draw your mace and jump up to try to smack it in its head, but it slashes you across the side, knocking you 6 feet to its left as you fall on the ground and take 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay, but can I use my Iron Skull helm?
It's
Plus
not-
2 armor
for that.
proficiency when taking physical damage to the head.
No, it hit you on the side. So across
I thought it
on the
hit me on the
torso, yeah.
And my chest plate needs to be repaired. So
So
how much damage?
7 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Yeah, and you get knocked over to the side. It's my turn. As the creature moves towards the 3 of you about to attack, but then you notice around its neck a chain holding it down to the ground behind it as it starts roaring and flailing its arms trying to get at the 4 of you, but it's unable to reach the 4 of you because the chain is holding it back. You hear, "Whoa, Miranda, calm down. There's no need to attack these 4 people."
Yeah, Miranda,
Miranda.
bitch.
As you, as you see from behind one of the clumps of dirt, emerges a small gnome, maybe 4 feet tall. He's got a strange bag on his back with a bunch of strange tools coming out of it. He's got a big rope across his side and a small dagger on his left hip. No beard. He's a beardless gnome. He has all sorts of scratches on his face and he just moves towards the creature that's still flailing its arms trying to attack the 4 of you, but as he approaches, the creature does not attack him at all. Just seems very directed towards you 4.
I ask him, "Are you Ermis Tilensky?"
That would be me indeed. I believe that you're the 4 members of the order that were sent to help me.
Indeed.
What the hell is this?
He says, well, these are some of the wrestlebacks that I have here, and that I'm entrusted with taming and growing for the business of the order. That is my job here. I'm happy you met Miranda. Miranda, you've met our new visitors. And Miranda just keeps like wailing at you guys, like trying to get you guys, but she's unable to reach the four of you. Merilith, do you stand up off the ground?
Yeah, I get up and dust myself off, and I ask Miss Talansky if we can go inside and sit down to talk about the problems he's been facing and how we can help.
Okay. He says, well, I'm so glad that you're here. What is your name?
I'm Merilith Estina.
Pleasure to meet you. And he puts up his arm like almost vertically to try to shake your hand. And the three of you?
Hey, I'm Fukrur.
Hello.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that. What was your name?
Fukrur. It's fine. You can call me the Jester.
Just spit a little bit. We'll understand.
Okay. He looks at Mayumi.
Hello, I am Mayumi Firo. Nice
Okay.
to meet you.
You're quite young to be on a mission like this, aren't you?
Thanks.
Okay.
Kira Villanor, and this is Aquila.
Is Aquila happy, angry? What's Aquila like?
He's very professional.
No ties, everything.
He's a service dog. Nothing phases him.
He says, so Talamsky looks at the four of you and says, well, so I understand that it's formality to sit down and have a bit of a conversation about what it is you can do for me. However, I'd rather just show you. Maybe you should come with me this way, please.
Okay.
And he starts taking off into the woods towards the north.
Before, do you need like some help? I have some herbs to heal.
Not right now. I wouldn't want to waste it on that. I have 99 points of damage. I'm at 92, so I'm okay for now. Don't waste it. I also have bandages and healing powers.
Alright, no problem.
Let's save them for like a big battle.
I was just offering.
Save them for you.
Yeah, no. Waste them just yet. We'll wait for like a big
No,
epic
it's okay. I
battle.
have 99. I actually have more than double of your life.
If you add up, you three guys.
Okay, so
So
we
we
follow.
follow-
So we follow Talansky.
Hermes Talamsky, yeah. So he leads you northwards across the forest. This is across country. There's no road here.
Is he on horseback?
He's on foot right now.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Hang On is not going to be able to make it through here into this
Okay,
denser
So
area.
I've hitched
Hang
him
on.
at the cabin. Huh?
He's trying to make a joke about Hang On.
Oh.
Jokes about Hang On are not funny here. Okay, I'm kidding.
Hang
I
on
make them
is
all
a
the
joke.
time.
That's how we got names. So.
Okay, so Merilith, you grab a small rope and you hitch Hang On to a tree branch sticking out of a tree here in this clearing around Irmis's hut. So the little gnome starts walking northwards. There's no, like I said, there's no road, so you're gonna have to be climbing over trees here and under broken logs of trees, over rocks and things. To get through this dense area. I need you all to roll me. It could be a survival roll or an acrobatics or athletics.
Dexterity.
Dexterity's fine, yeah.
Acrobatics.
No.
I never use agility.
18.
Oh, nice.
Why wouldn't agility work there?
Agility's for running and catching things.
5.
That's 9.
20.
I got 18.
Okay, so Fukuro, you fall and you bludgeon your knee a little bit, so you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage to the right knee. But other than that, you guys are fine, and you make your way. And he says,
I have bandages if you need.
so Irmis says,
Fine, I have 20.
Sorry, Milton. Last time you gave me
How many points?
give me 1 second. It's called Aldeca.
okay,
And I don't remember what it does because I didn't note it.
we can say it heals 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
How convenient.
When crushed into an ointment and applied to a wound. It has to be mixed with water
During rest, okay.
during rest. Yeah. So,
I guess you're not getting...
so Irmis...
8.
I noticed you're Alcanda.
As he's climbing very easily across all of these small foresty paths, you guys are having a bit of a harder time, except whoever rolled an 18. I think it's Kira.
She rolled a 20.
I
Sure,
rolled
the
20.
20.
Oh, natural 20?
No, 18 plus 2.
Okay, so Meredith and Kira have no problem. They're just easily navigating the forest terrain.
230 pounds, but moves like a ballerina.
Is Akila's good, right?
Akila's good as well. Everyone roll me scent perception, or just perception is fine. This
Does my
would be
dog smell better?
Ooh.
sure. But if you're rolling for your dog can't speak to you. But sure, that's fine. Yeah,
Plus 2
But you
scent.
can growl.
yeah, with advantage because it's a dog. It's fine.
4.
13.
4.
5.
So what am I rolling?
Advantage.
Oh, we all roll advantage?
No,
it's
only
your
only the
sorry.
dog. Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
11.
11. Yeah, so Fukrur and Akila smell this strange, like, burnt flesh smell. As if something has been burning here recently. But it doesn't smell like cooked meat. It smells like foul, like something really that you wouldn't want to eat. So just the two of you notice it.
Sorry, are we inside the hut?
No,
What?
we've been
No.
walking in the forest.
I walk in the forest. Okay.
You've been struggling
Dude, you've
this
been
whole
trying
time.
to
know.
climb and stuff. You took damage.
You
because
hurt
you
yourself.
fell.
I was just like,
Did you hit your head? So
That's fine.
Hermes says, I've had a bit of an unfortunate event about a week ago. Unfortunately, Boris is no longer with us. And he turns and shows with his arm a heap of burnt flesh. You see what looks like another Reckelback. However, it looks like it's been blasted to pieces. You'd see 3 different chunks of body blown apart.
Have you been testing out some kind of new explosive?
Well, unfortunately, this was not me that did this to Boris. I would never do this to one of my own children, of course.
So
Children.
this is the problem we're going to be dealing with.
So he says, about a week ago, Miranda, me, and Boris have been walking around the forest, just patrolling the area, doing different training exercises of compliance and tameness, and unfortunately, out of nowhere, I just felt this strange shift in the forces around, and up in the air, there was this strange light that came and blew Boris to pieces. And he gets on his knees and starts crying.
There, Hermes. We're here to help.
Roll me charisma.
Oh, shit.
Was 75.
11.
He said, he was my eldest child. I had him from when he was a baby. I breastfed him.
With your, okay.
I'm into it.
Coming back to the ball of
Dedicated
fire
man.
that hit him from the sky. Do you suppose it was a meteor?
I don't know what it was. I am not a mage. I raise Reckelbacks. It's what I do. It's what I've always done in my life.
Is this the first time you've been targeted by a giant fireball? Has
Yes,
it
this has never happened before.
been- Okay.
I have another problem as well, that you should probably know.
Okay.
Its name is Captain Deadeye. He's a military man working for the Dumont family and Castle Brocklewhite. Unfortunately, him and his platoon have been investigating the forest for some form of, I don't know what. It looks like they're looking for something here, and I'm afraid they might find me and Miranda. So that's another reason I asked for help. I can't have them finding us. If they find us, they're going to detect a threat in the region. I'm afraid they might kill Miranda. So his camp is that way, and he points east and he says 5 kilometers that way. Him and his encampment are there. And they seem to be scanning the entire area, looking for signs of something.
Okay. So I'd like to open a brainstorm here. I think that if we need to hide this guy and his Reckelback, then we need to do something about the clearing with all those dug up. I'm assuming it's the Reckelbacks that are digging up all those little things and making bumps everywhere.
Oh yes, those are our training exercises that we do on the clearing. Yes.
So we're gonna have to make it a little less conspicuous. Maybe level that off and get your creature hidden in the woods and not so much in the clearing.
But Miranda loves to be outdoors.
I understand, but it's a matter of keeping her alive, is it not?
Persuasion.
Okay. What would that be under if I have it?
Charisma.
Oh, I
Isn't
don't
the
have it.
force still
Okay,
outdoors?
then just +1.
In the wide open space. She's a grassland creature, not a forest creature.
8.
8?
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good idea. Miranda will probably be anxious. I don't want to give her anxiety.
Do you have an idea of how we could hide her or camouflage her without putting her in the woods?
Oh, I don't know. I'm a tamer. I'm not a camouflager. That's
Okay,
not what
so
I
if you're
do.
not willing to take her idea, we'll leave her out in the open. My second brainstorm idea is that we send someone over to the Dumonts to do some
met the
reconnaissance.
Dumont once.
You have?
Yes, I have.
Well, what I wanted to know is
He's a bit of a
if they
dick,
have any.
honestly.
I don't doubt it. I want to investigate and see if their weapons might include some kind of cannon or catapult that shoots fireballs, so we can confirm that it's coming from them.
Sounds more like a mage thing, but yeah, maybe they have some a mage.
Or right, exactly. But find out if it's for sure from them, which it probably is. And since we're not going to camouflage the monster, then. I mean, I can offer for Irmis to come with us under our protection.
We have to protect Miranda. I will not let harm befall Miranda.
Okay, any other ideas how to protect Miranda besides putting her in the woods? Somebody have a cloak that can hide her? Is there a cape?
It's not Harry Potter. There's no invisibility cloak.
Like
You can just.
It's not a long-term solution, though.
No, but we're going to have to go fight the Dumonts. I know that we're going to have to fight someone soon.
Can we investigate the?
I don't want to fight the Dumonts.
Okay.
Can we investigate where the light blew out Boris?
So you approach the cadaver, and you see just half of the hips and below of a creature. I guess you call this the trunk? No, I don't know what to call that. But anyway, so the legs of a Reckleback just blown apart. That's one pile. Another pile is the head just completely rolled off. And the other pile is a torso. And it seems like some force just blew from... roll me investigation, actually.
Does intelligence count?
You can use intelligence.
12.
Okay, so with a 12, you notice that something blew from the top of the spine of the creature down out towards its belly. Yeah, so it looks like a hole that you can actually see through, just go completely across that.
But there's no impact on the ground.
On the ground, you do roll me investigation.
17.
Yeah, so on the ground you see a large scorched circle. It looks like a sign of an impact of maybe fire, but some form of hot energy has hit the ground here and created a black circle around, as if charred the earth.
Does it look like the same thing as the little princess did when we were ambushed?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
The princess had more of a light emanate from her body and attack the crows around her, but it wasn't anything like that.
Okay.
I say we head to the Dumonts for more information.
Yeah, I also think so. Wait, the Dumonts are there just to are they investigating activity in this forest because of the beasts?
Well, Irma said he doesn't know what they're looking for.
He said looking for something.
For something.
Okay, well, if we could help them look for that thing, unless it's what we're protecting.
That could be a good strategy.
And that takes
Make sure they get out of there and then they're not in the forest anymore.
Okay, so let's head over there and see if this type of negotiation is possible, and if so, I think it's a good idea that we should try. Does anyone else want to try and convince the guy to hide the last one of his... Is it the last one, or is it just
he had two.
He only had two?
Miranda and Boris, they're my two babies.
Okay. Well, Okay, let's go then. If he doesn't want
Well,
to.
no. You can't leave Miranda on her own like that. I need to protect her, make sure that she's okay, and that no harm would befall Miranda.
Okay. Do you need to leave her with some food, or you? What do you recommend?
Captain Deadeye will find Miranda if you all leave, and then I'll be alone there, and no one will hardly defend her.
He wants someone to stay and protect her.
Why don't you guys both come with us?
Where are we going?
To the
Well,
Dumont.
I don't know
To
if
the
bringing
Dumont.
this thing, like, this thing with...
It might have
us.
a fight for us.
Yeah.
But I don't want to fight the
It might
Dumonts.
look like a
They
threat.
have
Yeah,
a
I
lot of
know, but
money.
you
It
have
might
to,
look like
you
a
have
threat,
to
though.
accept that there's
We're
a good
there.
chance that a battle erupts.
We're there.
I will run away.
Okay, fine, but we might want a monster on our side.
Yeah.
It could probably
I'm
be done for
afraid.
bloodshed.
What if harm befalls her? She's
Are
not
you-
ready
are
for
you-
combat yet.
Are you,
She
in
fuck
not
you
so
up.
many words, asking us to leave someone here to protect her? Is that what you're asking?
I just need you to deal with Captain Deadeye. I don't want him
We
to
wanna go
find our
find
clearing.
him. We wanna
Right.
find
That's
him
what
before
we're
he
going
finds
to
you.
do.
I'm giving you 3 options. Okay? One
Fine.
is
Crosses his
that
arms.
one is that
I'm listening.
One is that we hitch her somewhere on the edge of the clearing, but close enough to the forest so she can duck and hide in the case of an emergency.
Well,
That
that's a
is-
smart one.
She doesn't like the forest, but she'll need it to hide if they should show up.
Mm-hmm.
The
What are the
second-
other two?
The other 2 options, the second one I prefer a lot less, and that would be to leave one of my men here to protect her.
Mhm.
Although I don't know that they would get along, and I don't think that's if the fireballs are coming
She
from the
would
sky.
probably eat him.
Okay, so
Mean-
that's the option, and it's
No offense.
eliminated immediately.
You all look
The
delicious.
third
There's a
option is
balance.
that you both come with us.
She's not an animal.
Okay, I'm afraid that she might put herself in harm's way.
Okay.
So I would be willing to compromise and say we could move her to the edge of the clearing, but how would we hide her?
Well, being on the edge of the clearing, she would be on the border of out in the open and under cover of trees. That's the idea, to at least have tree cover if something's targeting her from
I'm
above.
willing to try.
Okay. And you'll be here with her to comfort her and scratch behind her ears.
Can we give? Do we have like more ear stuff to give big guy Hermes, so he can if something happens he can contact us.
So you're asking if you have an earring of far speech on you?
Yes.
The answer is no.
Give him yours.
True. Actually, that's a smart idea.
Just keep them because we're using them because we're
Okay.
playing around
Yeah.
a circle in real life, and it's better to just know what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, perfect. You get on that right away and see if you can hide the mounds in the dirt as well. So that's less obvious that there's a Reckle back here.
Okay, I'll do that.
Back. And we'll head over to the Dumonts.
Yeah.
Question mark? Yes?
Yes.
Everyone
Yes.
ready? All right.
I would like to do a little short rest, just like a recoup. My head needs to like recoup a bit.
Do you need a bandage?
Yeah, sure, that too. But
Okay.
it's mostly just, I need to change the juju because
Yeah, I want to eat a
the words
carrot.
aren't flowing anymore for some reason.
Okay.
I'm eating a
A
carrot.
bandage will give you an advantage on a healing roll, I think, right?
It'll give you +4 to a healing roll.
+4. So you want one?
Impressive.
Isn't a healing
Only for
roll,
slashing
a
damage.
10?
Yeah.
Like,
I got
I don't really need an advantage, honestly.
I got something for bludgeoning. Do you want one?
Sure, you could like mix that a bit.
Yeah. Can I mix it up one of my Alcandas and make him a little ointment?
You just
for-
rest though. Rest will heal.
It's
it.
during rest.
So Hermes takes off to go take care of Miranda, and you guys are in the clearing alone now in the forest.
I ate a carrot.
Wait. Did he tell us where to go?
You pointed already.
Oh, true. My bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna need my last jerky as well.
We're gonna go find Captain Deadeye at the Dumont fort.
Do I roll for
So
him?
for clarification, Captain Deadeye is in the forest now, around you guys, 2 kilometers to the east.
They have an encampment?
An encampment.
Okay.
It's not a fort. Yeah.
Okay.
That's where we're headed.
What did you say?
Does it work?
Does it what work?
Like the herb.
If it says it works, then you just
Alright,
do it. You don't
it
even.
says it works.
You just say you do it, and
Thanks.
yeah. So
Plus
Mayumi.
6.
Mayumi, you give what's it called?
Aldaka.
You give an Aldaka herb to Fukurur, and what do you do with it?
No, yeah. I put it in an ointment, mix it with water, like rub it on his
Knee.
His knee.
Rub my knee, please. I could rub it myself.
But yeah, I'm 18.
Okay.
You're of age, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's legal.
I still need to know what happens.
I could rub it on myself.
Yeah, he rubs it.
Okay.
Alright, I rub myself.
Did you watch?
No, I
Sounds good.
Okay. Can we
Do
head
you
over to
watch?
the encampment?
What do you do?
I ate a carrot.
You're eating carrot.
Whoa.
And what's a kilo? What's his
Yeah,
name?
it's a kilo.
What's a kilo doing?
I'm giving him a piece of jerky.
Okay. Is he like playful, like with his tail wagging?
Yeah, he is actually.
Nice. And Meredith, what do you do?
Jumping around.
What do you do during the short break?
I give Hang On a nice pat on the neck and nice words and stuff. And just waiting.
Hang on goes.
Oh.
I'm kidding. He's my cow. All right. So, do you guys head towards the encampment?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Describe to me what your plan is.
Well, I really liked your idea of, we can pretend to be nonchalantly passing, like, oh, hello, you look like you're here for something, and then offer to help them find what they're looking for. And then when we know what they're looking for, we can decide, like, well, if they're looking to kill Hermes, then we'll probably kill them. But if it's an object that we can help them find and just, like, diffuse the conflict, then we should do that.
Yeah.
I mean, why would they share?
And also maybe get paid for it,
Why would they share that information? If it's like important information, they wouldn't share it with people who
Depends.
just randos.
Depends how desperate they are to find it.
Yeah.
If we can make them trust us, if we don't go in all four of us together, maybe we could send in 1 to 2 people who perhaps have some like persuasion skills in their tree. You do?
Yeah, I'm all about the persuasion.
Okay, cool.
I feel like we could say that we're
That's my craft.
Are the Dumonts linked with the little girl that we brought to her home?
Don't ask me.
Not
I
that
don't
we know
exist.
of.
Not that we know of. Okay.
I've met a Dumont once. He's part of the Order of the Fall, but apparently he was cast away from his family. So
Oh.
He was
doing
at the
something.
masquerade. Was that? No, that was.
no,
before
he's only. I've only had one mission with him.
Okay.
He's just his only thing is being rich. That was kind of his thing.
The only
He
thing
wasn't
is
really
being
good.
rich. So, is there a good chance that they're looking for treasure? We might even be able to pay these guys off, depending how much they're looking for.
Yeah, I almost have enough money to buy a fancy carriage, so I'd say I could probably pay them off.
Let's see. Can we take an
Everything
inventory
works
of
by
our
carriage in my head
Arayan?
now.
Before we send
What
someone
do you
in to
have for
potentially
carriage?
negotiate, we should know how much Arayan we have that we could put towards it if we.
I'm not putting my
choose.
money towards that.
Okay, you. Mayumi.
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 Thank you. I have 800, but I don't want to spend it all on these
Okay.
bozos.
I have 2K.
I have about 2K and a little over actually. Hang on.
When I say I have 800, I look at this guy. I don't remember his
Kira.
name.
Is he
Kira.
owing money?
I just look at him like this.
At Kira.
I look at Kira. I have 800 for the group.
Okay, that's fine. I have a little over 2,000, and I'd be willing to put in, let's say, 1,000. We'll discuss further if this becomes an option.
I don't mind putting everything.
Okay, cool.
I just don't want to fight this rich family.
Okay, we'll
You
discuss
probably
that when
don't
we
need
get.
money.
If it comes down to paying them off, we'll discuss that when it gets
The
there.
rich
but-
family will probably.
I
not
feel like we
like-
should first offer
Well, that's like a treasure.
our services. To
Exactly.
Them.
Yeah, that's what we should do. So, who are we sending in? You have a lot of power of persuasion.
Yeah. And intimidation if it comes to that.
I
That's why I
have
wanted to mask, though.
I have a potion of mind bending.
Yeah.
That means I drink it and I can bend someone's mind, or I have to get them to.
Is there a
drink it.
description?
No.
Okay, so
Hang on.
we can say
Decision
if
right
you
Right there.
drink it, it'll give you advantage on a persuasion. roll.
Okay, all it says is advantage on mind control.
I have a
Oh,
rope.
that's fine.
So
Yeah.
I drink it.
Yeah,
Or the person.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
You guys on the line before going in?
No, I'm okay, thanks.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a big drug guy.
Line of riff before going in?
I
a big
have
drug
some,
guy.
but I don't. I'm good.
I've
I've seen what it can do to someone. Believe me.
Dude,
I've
yeah, so
seen
have I.
what it can
Some
do.
guy threw shit at me because he fucking.
And if you
Just put Riff
He
every.
threw a medieval.
Not everybody's a drug dealer.
Anything to help you.
All the drugs. Jeez.
Guys,
You know,
get serious, guys.
big drug guy.
Okay.
Never took.
So
You're a big drug guy though.
I don't
I'm
have
a drug
any
addict.
persuasion.
You're a drug guy.
Nice, that's awesome. You know,
Yeah,
on the
like,
side.
If I say I know a guy, you're the guy.
You're the guy. I mean, you're a drug guy. You're my drug guy.
Not that I
You're
need
the,
it. Not
you're the
that-
drug guy of the group.
You're the herbs guy.
Yeah.
I left that life behind.
I also have a +2 for deception.
Are
So,
you going in?
Okay.
So I think I'll
We
go
could
in.
Yeah,
use
you come in.
Okay.
You're also very
In
intimidating,
every
I think.
situation, you should.
Yeah, you're going. Don't worry about it.
You
don't have to
Stay here. You guys just stay here. No, I'm gonna go.
I'll
go alone.
I'm staying outside.
Just watch.
You're just minuses to me.
Okay, let's go. Ready?
Yeah, so you guys make your way. You're kind of climbing a sort of large rock right now because the terrain is kind of uphill. So as you guys are having this conversation, you're pulling yourselves on branches and on roots, and you're kind of hiking up this mountain. You're all going to have to roll me a hiking check.
Hiking, acrobats, is it okay?
Acrobatics does not count here.
What does count?
Strength counts, dexterity counts.
Dexterity?
counts.
Yeah.
Do they count together or it's
Separately. You choose the best one.
You choose the best one. Okay, so 17.
Both only +1.
6?
20.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah. So
It
you
wasn't
guys
natural.
you guys make your way easily across this terrain. Nobody gets hurt until you reach a sort of, now it's like a downhill, and you see it's starting to get dark. It's maybe like 5 p.m. The sun is slowly setting.
Oh, weren't
We're
we
in
summer?
summer.
Yeah, you said we're in summer, so it's supposed to be 8 p.m. something like that.
We're still working on our tans at 5 p.m.
Sure. All right.
Wrong.
8 p.m. 8 p.m. then.
Oh, so now it's 8 p.m.
Now it's 8 p.m.
Okay.
You don't have watches, so you're not sure really. But anyway, it's almost sundown, and you spot a military encampment, several large tents of a black color with a green trim, and you see a green snake with a black outline around it, outlined here as a sigil. One tent looks much bigger than the others. You roll me perception checks, all of you, for details here.
Perception for detail.
Is it the black snake with the
perception is
green?
Green snake with a black trim.
Plus scanning territory. 1, 2,
9er.
3, 4,
Trim.
6.
Hey, Mayumi, want to roll?
10.
10. Who rolled the highest?
10.
10. Mayumi, you notice a few details. You notice a campfire with some smoke. You notice that everyone looks quite armed. They all have spears, swords. There's archers. You notice 3 archers standing guard. And you notice, maybe to the opposite end of the encampment, you notice 2 people talking and something on the ground next to them. But you can't quite make out what it is.
Something like just moving next to them on the.
No, it's not moving. You just see there's some object
okay.
on the ground next to them.
Okay.
And they're talking, and one of them points down to it. And you also notice the far some mountains. You see a river, and you see a large lake to the northwest.
So we're in altitude.
You're elevated right
Yeah,
now,
okay.
so you're looking down.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how many soldiers can we estimate in this encampment? How outnumbered are we?
So what did you roll in your perception check?
6.
You can't quite tell.
Okay.
Can I
tell?
Can I?
There's at least 10.
Can I?
There's at least 10?
Yeah.
I mean, does it look like an at least 10, or does it look like an?
It looks like an at least 10 to you. Yeah.
Okay, well, we proceed with our plan. So you guys keep an eye on us, and we got our earpieces from where you are. You've got a good upper hand, and we'll head down.
I need to know the order of progression here. Who's
Okay.
going first, and who's at the front of the party, who's at the back of the party?
Well, it's only the 2 of us.
It's only us 2.
So Fakrur and Merilith are walking down the hill.
Yeah, and we want to appear non-threatening, kind of just like, oh, hello, what are you guys doing there? You know, kind of
Okay.
thing.
Okay, this is kind of like a deception check. So you're
Okay.
both going to roll me deception here.
Is deception under anything?
Sorry?
Is deception under anything?
Charisma.
7.
Oh, yes. Good. Don't you have like a plus?
Yeah, and that's with that.
Oh, okay. That's fun.
Sorry.
Alright, well, bring it on. Have fun. It's 2.
Should I consume my vial
20.
now? How long does it last if I drink it?
Bang!
I'm going to say
20? Oh.
30 minutes.
Just hide behind.
Natural 20?
No, 18 plus 2.
18 plus 2, 20. And what did you go?
I rolled a 7.
The only thing I'm gonna
7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you you all you're both walking and nonchalant. You're having like a sort of like a fake conversation between yourselves, as if you're talking about. What are you guys talking about?
It's kind of weird how it just became 8 p.m. so quick, eh? What do you think?
Sometimes time flies and you don't even
When
notice.
you're having fun.
Can I note that I took my vial, my filter of mind bending, and I'm hiding it in my hand so that I'm ready to like.
A sleight of
Like-
hand check.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I'm going to say yes, but you're going to roll me later to see if you get detected
Does
or
she
not.
have an advantage because she's like ready?
No, I'm just
Okay.
preparing a roll
No,
for
I'm just
later.
asking.
Yeah,
Okay.
because if I make her roll now, she'll know she screws up now, and she can recover before she makes a mistake. So we'll
I
see
make no
later.
mistakes. Let's go.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah. So you guys notice an archer who was like about to draw a bow at you guys, but looks down and he seems unsure. You guys don't look that threatening.
Oh, hello there, Mr. Archer.
Oh, hi. Are you lost?
I look around and I'm about to say no, but maybe we are lost. Where have we found ourselves?
You should probably stop and turn back. This is a military encampment. I'm supposed to hold the perimeter here. I'm not supposed to let anybody through.
This guy's an intern.
Oh, well,
My first
seeing as how we got
I almost shot you. Like, be careful.
Well, I
My name's Bill.
I appreciate you holding your fire, but surely you have perhaps a glass of water and a loaf of bread to spare for 2 lost wanderers, and we'll be right on our way as soon as we've rested.
Persuasion.
Yep. Deceiver?
That's fine.
+2. 7.
What does that say? I'm sorry. I'm in this tree right now.
I can't get down. I was spawned here.
That's fine. I'll ask that guy at the gate over there. Thanks for your help.
Sorry, what did you say?
Hold
Whoa.
Hang on there.
Wait a second. Where did you say you were going?
We'll just go ask that guy over there at the
No.
entrance.
No. I'm holding a perimeter,
Right.
and I can't let you through, or else I'm going to be in big trouble.
I gotta levitate the daggers.
Yeah.
Can we stealthily kill him really quietly? You think anyone will notice?
Sorry, what are you saying over there?
Nothing. We're trying to figure out how to get back where we came from. You told us we were lost, and clearly we are.
Maybe that way. And he points towards like
You don't
completely
see-
opposite way.
You don't seem sure. Perhaps you can ask a superior.
Okay, roll me
What is my
persuasion.
manager?
Persuasion.
I want to talk to your manager. Persuasion?
Yep.
Is under intelligence? No.
No, it'd be
I don't
under
have-
charisma.
Oh, well,
can use
then
charisma.
I don't... Can I still use deceiver?
No.
Okay, just charisma then. 9.
He says, no, I can't let you through, and you can't go this way. Just go that way. I can't come down from this tree. I have to stay and hold the perimeter.
But if we should get lost, further lost, and harmed, and maybe even dead, then you'd have that weighing on your conscience for the rest of your life. Surely you can ask a superior to help us out.
Roll me for guilting? Charisma?
Yeah.
Ferger, maybe you should help her out.
Charisma.
Well, she's doing all the time.
I mean, no, Fricker, you have to help
Hey,
her out.
jump in at any time, you
She's
know.
struggling a bit.
Okay, listen, I'm going to make this simple. And he draws his bow. You have 10 seconds to leave the perimeter, or I'm going to do my job.
How
and I'm
far
gonna...
is he? How far is he?
He's approximately 15 meters diagonal from you.
Wait.
Okay, I'm
What if we
gonna.
just stick from the other side and just talk to another guard?
Well, that's
We're
what I was
trying
trying to do, but he's aiming a thing at us now.
Yeah,
It's too
we just
late.
go out of the clearing, and then just fucking go around.
What are you saying? What are you saying to her?
Just do a loop-de-loop.
Sorry, I'm just talking. I'm getting really hungry. I'm kind of scared. I'm really just. I take my hat down. I'm like,
Whoa.
I'm just an innocent jester. Do you know Lord Berlis Corey?
I've heard of Lord Croy.
Yes, I was on his council. Great guy.
What time?
Great guy.
Charisma.
Typical line.
Classic Ferger.
17.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm not sure how this changes anything.
No, I'm just saying that if I were to die, there would be a big search party, and you obviously want to hide this encampment. You don't want us coming in, and we're just innocent travelers. And if a search party would be coming here, it would be like the detriment of your encampment.
Persuasion.
You're fucked. I'm +6.
Oh, yeah.
9.
Okay, I'm sorry. And he starts coming down from his tree. He starts climbing down, attaches his bow on his back, and he climbs down the tree.
We haven't any attack. I'm just saying.
And he falls and hits himself on the ass. And he's like, ah!
I go to his aid and I'm like, oh, are you okay?
Ah!
Bill!
I'm fine. My name's Derek.
Sorry, you just look like a Bill.
Look,
Every archer I've played is more bills.
I'm sorry. I don't want to cause any trouble. Just what is it you need?
Look, we're just 2 innocent travelers. We kind of lost our way. We'd love to speak to the superior, just to, maybe hopefully get some food. I could play the lute for the whole.
We can offer
encampment.
services in exchange.
Absolutely, we could help you guys out. Anything. We just really don't want to die here. Lord Mirrorless will not be pleased.
Roll me persuasion.
Okay, that's +3 though. 13 + 3, 16.
Okay, I mean, I could really get in trouble for this, but maybe you can offer something to the encampment. Let me bring you in, and I'll do the introductions.
What do you think is something we could offer? We're a very versatile group of travelers. Us two.
I don't know. Captain Deadeye is not too keen on travelers. To be honest with you, he's been very stressed lately. Things have not really been fruitful so far.
We're very fruitful human beings, if you know what I mean. I think we could maybe help you out.
Have you seen anything in the woods lately?
Lots of trees. What kind of things are you looking for?
Yeah, herbs. Seen nice flowers too. Some nice, really nice flowers around here.
I'm not supposed to say to strangers. Maybe we should talk about someone.
Well, don't you think we could help you out?
We don't know how to help you out unless you tell us what you're looking for. I can't answer your question.
It would be something strange, out of the ordinary, maybe.
Something magical?
Yes,
Dragons?
partially.
Ooh, dragons.
Have you seen dragons?
No, but we'd gladly help you look. I'd love to see a dragon.
I could run away from it. I'd run
Don't
away.
worry, I'm a skilled fighter. I can help.
He goes silent, and he doesn't keep talking, and he kind of looks like he's holding his tongue. As you arrive into the encampment, immediately 2 soldiers who are like standing guard kind of look like they're tightening around the weapons, and they're looking at you like, Derek, who are these people?
Hello, hi.
Oh, hello.
Charisma rolls on both of you.
17.
13.
One of them says, Derek, your orders were to not let anyone through the perimeter. What are you doing, and who are these 2 strangers? Derek says, Look, I know this is against the orders, but they said they could help us. Apparently they've been in the woods traveling for the last, and he kind of looks at you guys.
We're not, maybe
about 5 months, I'd say.
5 months. Oh,
The last 5 months.
We know these woods pretty well, actually.
Yeah, they must have found something. They must know something. And then
We would definitely love to help you guys. Just in return, we'd like some food and just stay alive,
Jerim looks at Derek and brings him, grabs him by the collar and brings him in and says, I knew we should not have let you guard the perimeter.
If you just have like an audience with your supervisor or something, we'd be very grateful.
Persuasion.
21.
Persuasion?
Oh, both of us?
Yep.
I don't know. 7.
Okay. He says, you want to speak with Captain Deadeye?
Captain Deadeye, that's a really cool name. I would have one of those.
Cool name.
I'm Fukururu, by the way.
Look, you're not supposed to be here, and I'm sorry that our guard let you in, but...
Oh, well, we're all the more grateful for your hospitality. Thank you so much.
Charisma.
Stop talking.
Sorry.
No, that's good,
18.
Alright, keep talking.
Don't stop.
Yes. Just please try to be respectful of Captain Deadeye. He has a very short temper, and I don't want this shit to land on us. Okay? And he looks at Derek, gives him a dirty look, and says, "Go back to your post." Derek's like, "Okay," and grabs his bow. And, "Bye, guys."
Take care, Derek.
Bye, thanks, Derek. Bye.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you too.
Bad news on my next roll.
And And the more hostile guard takes the two of you into the encampment. Here you get a better view. You guys can roll perception again. I want to know what Kira and what Mayumi are doing in the meantime.
And so we're rolling
We're
perception?
prone.
We're perceiving.
We're still like laying down. I'm laying down on my stomach at the top of the hill, and like we're scouting.
You're scouting? You guys can all roll me a perception check.
4.
Scanning
I
territory.
literally just can't.
Like where the troops are going.
6.
Where are they coming from? 11.
Dude, this is
Ridiculous.
like not even funny.
ridiculous.
One.
We can't do perception.
Critical one.
I can't
I've
see
never
anything, guys.
Rolled above 3 in perception.
I'm blind.
I know, same.
Somebody pissed in my eye again.
Another arrow.
Guys, I don't know why my ours are.
Another arrow.
You hear a branch breaking to the left of you.
I turn
What
around.
do I hear?
Nothing.
Because
I turn around to my left.
You look up at the tree where the sound came from. You don't see anything there.
did you hear something?
I just heard something from the tree right now, from to my left. I take out my axe
Okay.
and take down the 3.
God, no, don't make too much noise.
No, we're far. We're at the top of the mountain.
You go, "Ah!" Down at the bottom of the hill there, we're looking up at the mountain. What's going on?
Chop off the tree right away.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and give me a... you can use strength here. So,
I have strength and I have
wood cutting.
axe wielding,
That's fine, yeah. Yeah, you can use that.
but it's in melee combat.
That's fine, that's fine.
17.
Oh, nice.
17. And you go in, boom, 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 and you cut the tree off in 3 hits, and the tree starts falling, crashing, and both of you need to roll me dexterity checks. Roll me a 4, at least in dexterity.
We just hear a bunch
The
of
tree
trees crashing
knocks
in
you
our
in the back,
earpiece.
and you land on your face, taking 9 points of bludgeoning damage to the face. Mayumi? What did you roll?
15.
Oh, you're good.
I probably just do this.
You just stand over him.
Move like 1 feet.
Okay, back at the camp, you guys actually can roll...
Wait, I didn't see anything with the perception?
No, you got distracted by Kira. back in the camp, you guys can roll your perception, please. Just I'm going to describe more of the camp here.
Scanning territory.
No, it's not territory anymore.
Oh, GG.
Natural 20.
Veterans third eye.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
Veteran's
13.
third eye, that sounds so cool.
Nigel Thornton has that.
Yeah.
So, you can... Fukuro, you rolled a 20.
Fuck, the next thing would have been a +2. And
So you, first of all, add... So you have intelligence as a skill.
I don't.
So you can add intelligence as a core skill now in your skill tree. And Fukuro, you notice... what was your score, Marilyn?
13.
13, yeah. So, Fukuro, you notice that...
He hears the tree.
yeah.
We heard in our earpiece everything.
This year.
Yeah, this dumbass heard a branch crack, so
So he flipped
What?
out.
No one's in the tree?
Okay, so... you, as Fukuro, as you walk into the encampment, you notice a lot of soldiers here, more than 10, maybe 25 soldiers
Oh my
here.
god.
And
There, look for all of
you
them.
hear the sound of a hammer hitting metal repeatedly. Could be a blacksmith working in this encampment. You see several tents, the smell of cooked food. You perceive that. You also perceive the area where the 2 people were talking next to an object. The object is not much of an object. It's more of several sticks laid out in a crossed fashion over a pit in the ground that you notice. And 2 people are guarding that pit. You notice one tent looks a bit taller than the others and skinnier than the others. And you notice one tent looks much larger than the other tents. This is where you're being escorted now. And so the guard, that the unpleasant guard opens up the front and peeks his head inside, and you hear him speaking to someone inside. It sounds like he's asking for permission for an audience for 2 travelers.
I drink my vial of mind bending now.
Stealthily?
Stealthily.
Okay, roll me sleight of hand here.
Ooh, I didn't put a point in that, but I have stealth. So 6. Fuck.
And you grab the vial of mind bending from below your robes.
It was already in my hand.
It was already in your hand.
Yes.
And as you elevate it to your mouth, you feel a hand wrap itself around your arm as a man with a scar running from his forehead down towards his cheek and another one across his nose looks at you. And he's also dressed in the uniform of the guards. And he smiles as if he's caught you red-handed. And he nods to 2 other guards who draw their swords and bring their swords up to your throat.
Oh, please, sir, I'm sick. I need to drink this.
He grabs he is going to roll to knock your hand, and you can roll to resist this if you like, but he's going to try to take the vial from you.
Strength? Melee combat?
Yeah, your choice. Melee combat is fine here. Yeah.
2 plus 2. 11.
11, I beat you with a 17. And he hits you in the elbow. You're going to take 3 points of bludgeoning damage to the left arm. And you drop the vial, which he catches. And he's like, look what we found here, boys. And he's tossing it up into the air, catching it again. He opens it, gives it a sniff, and says, what is this potion for?
It is for my health, but if the wrong person drinks it, they could die.
Persuasion.
Hang on, I'm still doing my 3 points of bludgeoning damage. Persuasion, I don't think I have persuasion. 5.
He says, really? What kind of disease do you have?
Oh, something I couldn't pronounce, but the apothecary or whoever, the doctor in town told me something that starts with the 3 consonants, and then there's a lot of letters in it.
Can't breathe in my stomach.
And I feign dying again.
Okay, go ahead and roll your persuasion or deception here.
I'm gonna get a 20 on this. Oh, deception? Plus 2. 6.
17 on my part. He says, someone else comes and says, she's lying, sir. There's no way that she was about to take this potion right before meeting with the captain. She's trying to assassinate him. And he says, seize them.
Assassinate? We're not here to assassinate anyone.
Persuasion.
We don't even know who you guys are.
Persuasion with disadvantage
I
here.
keep fake coughing. I'm sticking with my story. We're gonna get out of this.
11. Just make it worse, right? 11. Then plus 3.
13.
13?
Oh, yeah, this is
He says, okay, well, if you're... sorry, what did you say? I forgot what you said.
Oh, we don't even know who you guys are. Why would we be here to assassinate anyone?
Your friend here was trying to take a potion right before entering the room that our captain is in. That's very suspicious. I don't believe any either of you.
I don't even know what that is. Like, it is suspicious, but maybe she's telling the truth. Why would she have to drink anything?
Okay, very well. Seize her, and he can go and speak to the captain.
Thank you very much.
And they
No, please don't hurt her. She's my friend. Please don't hurt her.
they're
no
gonna
intent.
the soldiers are going to come and try to disarm you. They're going to take your weapons from you.
How many soldiers are going to try and do this?
5.
You want to fight them?
No. Please no. Please no fighting. Please no fighting.
No, I'm not going to be taken prisoner. Are you kidding me?
It's fine. Just she can stay outside. You don't have to seize anything. We're not here to harm anyone. She can stay outside. I just want to be able to talk. We need to talk.
Persuasion.
8.
17. And so they ignore what you say, and they're going to roll strength to try to disarm you.
Okay. Do I have resist disarm? Hang on. Resist disarm. Yes, I do.
What's your game plan here? You're going to fight 25 guards?
4. Well, I can at least resist being disarmed. Isn't that what you just told me to roll
Yeah,
for?
they're just gonna call more guards.
Yeah, it's just going to get worse.
Well, I can't let them take my shit.
You should. You should let them take.
Are you guys gonna fight to get my shit back if I don't? Like,
No time to talk about this. You just got to go with the game. So what do you do?
I begrudgingly hand over my shit, and I vow to kill all of you if something should happen to my stuff.
So
all of us.
Yes. And
So
them.
weapon.
I want you to tell me.
I'm knocked out right now.
Okay, whatever. I don't care.
I want you to tell me
I'm not
the
happy.
guards that are searching your body. What are they? What kind of
They're
weapons?
not searching my body. I handed over my weapons.
Okay, my question is, what are those weapons? What do they look like?
You want me to describe all my weapons?
Just the ones that you're giving up. Yeah, it's a montage. You're pulling out all your weapons right now.
Okay, I have my
Two
mace of
handguns.
wilting.
While this is happening, I just have a cracker.
I have a mace of wilting, which has the power.
It's fine, the
of
powers. You
paralysis.
pull out this big
I have
mace?
a sword with fire. I have 2 daggers with +9 damage against humans.
What the fuck?
We don't need to know the effects. Just
What the
so,
fuck was Derek thinking?
Okay,
2
2
daggers.
daggers, a mace, and a sword.
Okay, so
Just a fucking gesture, like, always going on.
Yeah.
And
I just make a joke, like, I would have
And
been
a
stronger
chest
too.
plate.
Like, it's ridiculous.
weapons or armor?
No.
Not
just weapons.
Okay,
weapons.
Okay, that's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's it. That's all I have.
Okay, and they grab your bag as well from you.
My satchel?
Your satchel. Yeah. So they take it and they put it all. They're starting to bring it more towards the north side, and you along with them, separating you from Fukur. And they bring you towards where the logs, the pieces of wood, were arranged in like an X formation with a pit. And they start moving the logs over to the side, and they toss you down into this pit.
Of course you do.
You're gonna have to roll dexterity to not get hurt here. Roll me a 6.
3.
3. Yeah, so you're gonna fall and
4.
take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall down into the pit.
Oh.
I want to know what Mayumi is up to. So Mayumi, you're back on the top of the hill. You have Kira on the ground right now. Kira, you're not unconscious. You just took some damage from the falling tree. Bludgeoning
Yeah, I
damage.
can heal this guy.
So what do you do?
I just use one of my Alcanda to heal the boy. And I try to roll persuasion again if I can see anything in the...
Perception.
Sorry. Perception if I can see anything in the...
Kill me?
What's going on here?
How does the healing work?
First of all, let's do the healing first. So
Well, the healing is just... You told me
explain to him what
We
to
don't have
do.
time for healing. I'm a prisoner. Hurry up, guys.
She says this in her earring.
I'm just healing him. I just create the ointment and he rubs it on
I don't
himself.
have 99 fucking hit points. I need all the hit points I can get.
Yeah.
What's how does heal
6.
for how much? 6?
6 points of
Thank you,
bludgeoning
buddy.
damage.
And I rolled an 18 for perception.
So you see what I've described. Yeah. You also see a path to the east side of the camp, where there seems to be 2 guards just having a conversation and laughing about something.
You think we should just go listen to what they're saying? Maybe we can get some info.
The guards?
And he can use it in his conversation with Deadeye.
Not bad, not bad. Your call.
Yeah.
Alright, right behind you, buddy.
All right. Thanks.
Okay.
Just don't chop a tree.
Listen, if I hear something
Never thought I'd have to ask someone not to do that. Here I am. Yeah. So you can both roll a hiking check of 6 here to get down the mountain without injuries.
that's strength.
No, that's dexterity.
It's
Yeah,
wisdom,
hiking.
wisdom or dexterity.
12.
12. Okay, so yeah, so you guys make it down and roll me stealth now.
I'm gonna use my special ability,
Ooh.
which is muffle plus 3 stealth rolls for 5 minutes.
Okay.
It's a nice one.
20. Not natural.
9.
9. So Mayumi, you step on a twig right as you're approaching the 2 guards who are having a conversation. That seems to be a very funny conversation. And he says, "And then I poured water all over her head. You should have seen their faces." But then as soon as you crack a twig by stepping on it, they stop.
I tell him.
I just sent out my dog, like just run in front of them,
Might she?
like he doesn't know it's a camp, just like walking around.
Okay. I'm not sure I understand what you're
Like
saying.
we're hiding. We made a noise, so like they stop and they turn around towards the noise.
Yes.
So I just like they don't see us though.
Well, you
No.
don't know. You don't know if they see
So
you.
I just like make it seem like it was a dog that was just walking, that he made the noise, and he just keeps walking.
Okay, roll me animal handling.
Suzuki Sports.
Sorry.
8.
8, and so they just look at the dog pass by, and then they kind of look back at each other, and then what happened? So then, I told her, and then they keep having a conversation. Merilith, as you land in the pit, you kind of start dusting yourself off, and you're like in a bad mood.
I'm pissed as all hell. I'm ready to kill people.
Yeah,
She's pit.
I got
you hear from behind you a voice coming up. So, it's your first time in a pit, eh?
Yes, and I'd rather be alone in a pit, if you know what I mean.
Well, I was alone in this pit. Now you're invading my pit, so
Let's fight
maybe you
for
should
it.
get your own pit. You see
I'll have you start digging, asshole.
you see maybe what looks like a 26-year-old man dressed in blue robes, and his robes have kind of like stars, like yellow stars on them, and they look like they're a little bit too big for him.
How hot?
And he's kind of sitting. His robes are dirty. He looks really not good. Like he's been here for quite a while.
I ignore him and start inspecting my surroundings to see if I can maybe climb out or
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
look around. I'm looking around.
So you start looking around, and you start looking for a way to climb up the ledge. But then you, as you start climbing on the ledge, you feel all of a sudden the rocks start burning really, really hot, and you're gonna take 6 points of burning
I
damage
didn't
to the
say
hand.
I was climbing, though. You said I was
you were
climbing.
just putting your hands to check for a way to climb, and that's what happened.
Could have told me.
All right, so for Kur,
I didn't know I inspected with my hands.
Did
Thank
they
you
let
very
me into
much.
the?
they let you into the tent
So
to talk to
you said
Captain
that to
Deadeye.
the other guy.
I started walking around, looking around.
So you walk into.
While I'm just looking around, I don't even look at him. I'm like, so you must be Captain Deadeye. I'm just looking around, looking at stuff.
You don't make eye contact. You just.
No,
All
yeah.
right,
Yes, it's
roll,
Deadeye.
roll me perception.
Roll me disrespect.
What? I can't fucking believe it.
So you must be Captain Deadeye.
So as you start walking,
Yeah, this is a nice tent.
as you start walking into the tent, you're like looking up at the top, and you see these nice embroideries and beautiful symbols embroidered into the fabric of the tent. Right when you trip on this coffee table right in the entrance of the tent, knocking over a fruit bowl and 3 glasses with wine onto the carpet. The wine goes everywhere, just like this red wine direct on a white carpet. You fall as well on top of the clattering of the table. Your hat falls off on the ground. And you're going to take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Alright.
As you hit your head on the table.
I'm laughing. Like I'm like hysterical at this point. Just like can't stop laughing.
So, Captain Deadeye, well, you just see 2 metallic boots right at your eye level on the ground.
Jesus, I haven't had enough sleep, obviously.
As you feel a hand grasp your hair and pull you up to a standing
Oh
position.
my
It's my
god.
kink, so it's kind of okay.
You keep laughing?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'll help you clean this up. This is ridiculous. Just a little woozy from my
Charisma
travels.
with disadvantage.
Six.
6.
19 little ways right there.
How did you get into my camp?
Well, I heard you guys needed help, and I think I can be the one to help you.
And your partner who you've imprisoned.
And my partner, who's a little stubborn. I don't even know what she's doing. I just met her, but she is one of the best
I hear everything
fighters.
on here.
She's one of the best fighters in Deja, I'd say. So she could definitely be helpful for you. But I will be the one to help you,
Charisma?
Captain. What am I doing again? Charisma? Okay, it's +2. 5. That's ruling my headache right now. It's just
I'll tell you what I think. I think you're an imposter who's here to spy on us and on the Dumont forces.
Oh, Dumont's. No way. I've met Dumont once. What was his name? Jiminus? No, Jiminus was the other one.
Tell me who sent you here. What are you doing here?
Who sent me here?
Who's paying you to be here?
Paying me? I don't need coin. I was jester for Lord Miralus Croy.
Deception.
I had all the coin I wanted. Oh, that's the truth.
Yeah, but the fact that you're not paid by anybody.
One. What's going on?
He reaches down and pulls your right sleeve up, showing your Order of Fall tattoo.
Yes. Or the fall. Heard of it?
He looks at you and says,
What business does the Order of Fall have with us? What are you hiding?
I'm not working for them right now.
Bullshit.
and he punches you with his metallic fist. You're going to take 6 points of bludgeoning damage to the face.
Talk. What does the Order of Fall want in this forest?
Right there, I'm just gonna... The Order of the Fall want in this forest? I am not with the Order of the Fall right now.
Bullshit.
And he punches you again in the face. 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
I like it, it's fine. I don't know how to write bludgeoning, but...
I don't know. These are
ELUDGEONING.
Okay, it's fine. I wrote it 3 different ways, it's fine.
Okay.
I actually corrected it on your character sheet. But anyway. He looks at two of his guards and he says,
Look, I don't have time to deal with him right now. At sundown, we'll question him.
and he hands you to two guards who escort you out of the tent.
Wait. You still don't know what I know.
And he ignores what you say, unless you want to roll for it.
Yeah, I'll roll for it.
Go ahead.
I don't.
13. Well, what am I doing? Is this charisma?
Yeah. So
Okay. Plus 2.
a 13 won't cut it.
15.
Okay, so go ahead. So what do you want to say?
You still don't know what I know. You could go on through. You could question me tomorrow morning, or I can help you now, and we can get this rolling.
You'll be questioned after sundown.
And
The sun's already down.
he closes the curtain door and lets you through. So you're also brought to this pit where Merilith, you see the 4 pieces of wood being moved to the side as Fukura is tossed down into the pit with you. Roll me dexterity, at least a 5. 12. And you're tossed in and you catch yourself at the bottom without taking any damage. Merilith, anything you want to say?
Okay, how deep is this pit?
Maybe 10 feet deep.
Perfect. We're 3 people. We're going to get out of here by doing a ladder. Okay? Don't worry. We're just going to wait till everyone
I
else
wouldn't
goes
do
to
that if
sleep.
I were you.
Who said that? The other guy in purple clothes?
Yeah,
Oh, we don't care.
Okay.
who he is.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, who are you?
I was tossed here about a week ago.
Did they feed you?
No, they don't feed me. I'm quite hungry, but I can conjure my own food. It's fine.
Who are you?
Wait. We
Wait,
can
what?
conjure food, but you can't conjure your way out of here?
No, they have a spell on this pit. They don't let anyone out of this pit. They know better than to keep a mage in here and let me magic my way out of here. It's powerful magic that they have. Listen, we're gonna
Who are
be.
you?
My name is Forrest.
Forrest?
Yes,
Why are you here?
I was looking for something in this forest about a week ago, but they caught me before I could get to it. So I'm their prisoner now, and they think that, of course, every threat to the Dumont family needs to be imprisoned and questioned, and every little source of information needs to be investigated. So here I am, and I'm not leaving anytime soon. I've tried everything to get out of here.
Oh shit, I have +2 intimidation. I didn't know I could use.
What were you looking for?
I was looking for this strange disturbance that my tahometer detected, and he pulls out a small device from his bag. It's a small handle with a sphere in the center, and around it is a swiveling piece of metal with 2 moons and a star. And they seem to be swiveling at a steady pace in a counterclockwise direction. Yeah, so my tahometer has been acting up in this area, and to me that means that there's something going on here. something out of the ordinary, a natural magical sync that's occurring around here. I detected it about a week and a half ago, and I thought that, hey, I might as well just go check it out. Maybe I'll learn something. But then these people found me, and they thought that for some reason I'm up to something in this area. Took me as their prisoner, and I'm stuck here.
Well, from what we understand, these guys are looking for something too. Is it possible they were looking for the same magical disturbance as you?
I think it's more of a political thing. From the questions they've been asking me, I think they feel there's some sort of threat in this forest. But I think they're also, I don't know.
Looking for a dragon?
A dragon? Dragons don't exist. No, they're looking for they're guarding something, I think, as well. They caught me when I was next to the Lake Sarala to the northwest. And as soon as I was next to the lake, they were certain I was up to something. That's why my tahometer was acting up the most.
Tell him about the light that killed Boris.
Right. Well, the reason I asked if it was a dragon is because we got wind of,
I'm just talking.
is it earpiece? That there was a giant fireball.
Roll for stealth,
that
because you spoke up and the guards could hear you.
What?
Good job.
We're gonna see.
C'est ça cause de toi! 19.
You're good.
Yeah, we got wind of a giant fireball coming out of the
It's a
sky
wasted
and
19.
Harming some creatures in the woods. Could that be what they're looking for?
A giant fireball?
Yeah,
Out of
that's
the
why I'm
sky?
asking about dragons. You never know.
Oh, well, I guess that makes more sense, but I honestly don't know. I mean, I'm not a scholar or anything. I'm just your everyday mage, traveling the world, trying to learn about everything I can learn. I want to learn,
Okay, great.
He really wants to learn.
He really wants to learn. You carry on your learning in this pit,
what?
and
We
we're
can
going to
check
try
out
and
the
figure
lake.
out a way out, I think.
Yeah, Forrest, we're getting the fuck out of here.
The lake. He just talked about the lake.
Mayumi and Kira, what do you guys do?
I think we should go check out that lake.
I really was not listening.
What?
I was no, my character. I'm trying to listen to the
He
guards.
mentioned a lake, but do we know this? What do you
No,
mean?
what lake?
Why is
Because
this
the lake
keep-
is just near the encampment. I remember. I saw
If they
him.
can find out what's going on, maybe they can.
Are the guards talking
Right.
about something?
Yeah, you can
Are they still talking about-
eavesdrop. So you can roll for eavesdrop here. That's more intelligence.
20.
Natural 20?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have intelligence as a core skill.
I don't think so.
So you can add intelligence as a core skill.
Okay.
In your.
I asked the guy.
Wait, let me finish this.
Oh, sorry.
So, so you hear the guards' conversation go something like this, and then I cut 5 potatoes and I mixed them with onions. All right, and I guarantee you the best stew that she's ever eaten. And then she refused to eat it. She said there was too much sugar in there. Can you believe her? I cannot believe that she would do that. So then I fed it to the dogs, and here we are, divorced.
Can the dogs survive eating onions? I hear they can't.
You hear Meredith ask this question.
Was the dog okay?
Do you want to ask it from the bushes?
No.
Fine, we'll find out later.
What do we do?
Because the lake is on the other side of the camp.
There's a river.
No. He said the lake when we were on top of the mountain
Let me look
when
at
we
my
could
map.
see the whole camp. He said there was a lake on the other side.
Let me pull out my map.
There's no lakes
There's
on
no
the
lake
map.
on the map.
I just checked.
So we saw a lake. There's a lake right there.
Yeah.
You want us to go check out the lake.
Because the guy says that his gyrometer was spiking up over there.
So you want us to ditch these 2 boys?
We can't do anything about them right now.
Yeah, we can break them out.
Oof.
That's
I mean,
pretty
they're
guards.
more
Don't worry
than-
about
Guys,
it.
Way
I
too
don't
many
know
guards.
We
about
can
that.
handle
We're
us.
going to be all 4 of us.
She has
in the pit.
99 hit points. I mean, if she
I'm
really
down to
wants to,
80.
He has like 10 left.
I'm down to 38. That's fine.
Go to the lake. Go to
Yeah,
the
go
lake,
to the
guys.
lake.
Figure it out.
Alright, let's go to the lake.
yeah.
Otherwise, it's going to just be a battle against God knows how many soldiers.
Okay, so Mayumi and Kira, you start hiking where? Which direction?
Do we remember where the lake was?
Northwest.
Yeah,
Don't go
north-
through the camp.
Yeah.
So you guys go start hiking northwest around the camp and towards the lake. In the meantime, back in the pit.
Yes. I want to ask Forrest, tell me everything you know about these interrogations they do. How they tie you up, if they tie you up, if they just ask you questions, how intense it is. I want to know everything. I want to know.
Oh, they don't interrogate me. They just asked me a few questions, and now they're keeping me prisoner.
Is it in the pit? Is it outside the pit?
Originally, it was outside of the pit in the tent, but then they brought me in here, and I've been in here for the last week. Can you believe I have to conjure my own food? And he goes, "Shoo!" A little loaf of bread just comes
Can
up.
I have that?
No, it drains a lot of my energy. It makes me hungry. Conjure food.
Yes, but I would really
He
need
does
the
like
food.
Look, this is my food. Conjure your own.
I don't know how to do that, unfortunately. But I can
Okay.
conjure knives.
This is good bread. I make some good
So
bread.
they can
guys.
take my weapons, but they can't take my conjuration away.
But now we're started hiking.
Don't talk at the same time.
I have an idea. Okay, you can conjure knives?
Yeah.
Okay, we can't
Well,
touch.
You can conjure knives?
I can. It's very specific. Basically, I can. It's called sword burst. I just all around me, just swords go flying out and hit everyone in 5 feet radius.
Okay, here's
Can't
my
do it.
idea. I don't know if it'll work, okay? I understand that the walls of this pit are magic. You can't touch them. Look, I burn my hands. But if we all huddle together in the center and you conjure these daggers that and they go all in the walls, maybe we can grab them and climb up without actually touching the walls.
But what do we do once we're out? What's the
We're
long
gonna have
term
to
plan?
stealth our way out of here and formulate a new plan. But we can't stay here, that's for sure. They have my
We can
weapons,
formulate a
they
new
have my
plan here.
satchel. That's my proposition. That's the plan I propose.
I don't know. I still think I can get to them. I think I could break Captain No Eye or whatever. Dead Eye. Dumb Eye.
Is he the one who's gonna? Okay, well, so you suggest we wait?
I don't know. Well, like this is that. So I understand your plan.
Mhm.
I just feel like if we're the second we sneak out, we're definitely enemies for these people.
We're already enemies.
But we,
Yeah, Captain Deadeye isn't exactly a friend-making kind of guy.
Thanks for the input.
well, I mean, they've been here for how long?
It's
have
called
they been here for?
expositional
They've been here
dialogue,
for,
okay? Anyway.
What, probably months, and they obviously
Foreshadowing.
haven't had enough. They haven't been like going through with their plan or whatever. They haven't been making good progress.
Okay,
And I think-
can we dig through the walls of the pit with some swords?
I
With
mean,
some daggers?
they have an enchantment on this pit. Like
I
I
can't
tried
touch it with my hands, but maybe we can with the dagger.
with my magic. Look, I mean, look at this. And he goes and he prepares a huge fireball and goes.
This guy's coming with us.
He's like, look, it's not working, and you guys like start sweating. Everyone roll Constitution and the heat resistance.
My Constitution. I have to scroll down. This one. 5.
Yeah, so you guys don't take any heat damage from this.
Any chance you could like heal my bruises? My face is a little banged up. Not that I look any worse. I can't.
I can help with. I have a bandage if you have open wounds, and I can help with wound care and specifically slash wound care.
Well, it's just all bruised. My face is really banged up.
I can offer a bandage.
So you can roll a d10 and add your
Maybe 4.
add your proficiency bonus to that d10 as a healing.
So
bonus.
just medicine, not wound care.
You can add wound. Sorry, what kind of damage was it? Bludgeoning.
It's all bludgeoning to
It's
my
all
face.
bludgeoning.
Yeah, so you can only.
Actually, I don't know, my knee.
Only
Oh,
medicine.
I forgot to get my knee, I think.
So +2 of what I need. Can someone
Do you have
pass
a
me
scrap on
a
your
10, a
I
d10?
think I forgot to take that out.
The d10s are all in there in
Can
the
you-
small bag over there.
Why, do you want to roll?
Oh, it's you who rolls it or me? It doesn't matter, I guess.
It doesn't matter.
No, 5. Out of 10.
Plus
2.
7.
So you can heal
Thanks.
whatever is under a 7. 7 and under.
It's like, look. Maybe the three of us we can come up with a way to get out of this pit. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I've got magic. You've got strength, and you know your idea was good. Like we could reach the top, maybe, and and then he says, "How hard is your helmet?"
I think it's full health right now. Like, hang on, let me just make sure. It's pretty strong. +2 armor proficiency when taking physical damage to the head, and I have 3 out of my 3 uses available.
Maybe I can like projectile you up out of this pit, and you can break through the barrier that they have.
They won't notice that. Should we wait till they're asleep? They probably
Yeah,
won't
we
notice.
could wait till after sundown.
Okay. Do they have a night
Sundown,
guard though?
2 hours.
What?
A night.
They have a night guard, but
Night
like
guard?
you know, you look like a strong lady. You could take him.
They have my weapons. I have no weapons.
Oh well.
They took everything. They took my satchel with my
No.
journal
Didn't take your
too.
weapon.
Good. I also my loot. That's all I really cared about, to be honest.
I don't know. What do you guys think we should do?
I have to get my loot. I have to get my sword. Okay.
Different loot right there. Do you want my dagger?
LOOT.
You can have my dagger.
Yeah.
It's like an elvish dagger. +1 attack.
You two arrive at the lake. It's now getting dark. Yeah, and you see a bit of reflections of the moon on the water. It looks like a very peaceful, nice lake.
I think I have a torch.
A torch?
Yeah. Is it that dark? Do I need a torch?
Yeah, you could use a torch.
All right, I'm gonna light up my torch.
Okay, cool. It's done.
Do we not see anything?
A roll in perception.
You can roll perception
Alright.
with advantage because you have a torch.
Do I have an advantage too?
Sure.
20.
Natural 20?
Yeah.
Do you have intelligence as a core skill?
Yes.
Do you have perception as a sub skill?
I don't know.
So you can add perception as a sub skill.
17.
17.
You guys are buzzing.
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, you guys notice the earth. You notice some footprints on the earth around the lake, like where you're at the beach. It looks like there was a sign of a struggle here.
Comment je fais pour...
But it looks like it wasn't recent. It looks like it might have been maybe 6 days ago, 7 days ago. You also notice signs of footprints walking into the water.
Walking into the water?
There's footprints of a struggle that happened like a week ago, and there's footprints walking into the water.
About a week?
About a week ago. So I send my dog to like if he can smell something on the footprints.
Okay. So Aquila goes closer to the footprints, and you can roll for animal handling here.
I'll use my ability to get an advantage on it.
He's using it.
Aquila goes close to the footprints and starts sniffing it, and gets closer and follows the footprints all the way to the water, and then stops at the water and goes, "Oh!"
Shut the fuck
Fuck up, Aquila.
Fukur is in the pit with Forrest. So Forrest says, "Okay, look, maybe we can try and get ourselves out of here." Meredith is there as well.
No, Meredith's the one I want to escape. I didn't want to escape.
Okay, fine. Well, we can go with what you say because Meredith doesn't seem to be fighting much against you right now. Meredith's just kind of pouting in the corner, unhappy, but she'll comply. So, and you guys are at the lake.
Yeah. His dog just sniffed.
Yeah, we can't find anything relevant here, really. We found footsteps of a struggle of a week old, we're estimating, and we're not seeing anything else.
Does the dog have a lead, though?
It went into the water.
The dog went...
No, the lead was going into the water, and then he stopped because he can't go further.
Oh, okay, he doesn't get the smell from anywhere else.
No.
Oh.
Like, I...
Oh, yeah, he was... Talk to your voice.
Okay, I use my ability, animal communication.
What does that do?
Roll a DC to communicate with the animals.
Okay, go ahead.
The dog starts speaking perfect English.
16.
Yes.
Yo, what's up?
Super deep voice. Yo, Aquila.
I'd smash your girl.
Yo, what's up, bro?
What's poppin', man?
Brother. Yo, you gotta come check this out, brother.
Why you howling, dude?
Yo, I smell it, man. It's going in here, man. It's going in the water. Something's
water?
going in the water.
Dude, why don't you go? Why don't you follow it?
I mean, like, you want me to, like, swim?
Just put your head in the water, dude.
Let me check this out. He puts his head in the water. Because he's like, yo, man, you gotta see what's in here.
Alright, man, I put my head in the water.
You both put your heads in the water.
He has no idea what's going on.
He's like, oh, actually, who's speaking? Is he speaking English or is he speaking dog?
We're both.
He's speaking dog. He's speaking dog. He's like, so yeah, Kira, you put your head in the water, and you're gonna have to roll your perception with disadvantage because it's underwater and murky water.
Yeah. Okay. 2.
Roll again.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah. So you actually can't see much. He says, "Can you see it?
Nah, man, I can't.
You can't see it, eh?"
That's Mayuki. Put your head in the water.
Her name's Mayumi.
Mayumi.
Pay attention, man. Get your head in the game. Get your head in the game.
Did he just say my name?
You can't hear it. You don't
Just
understand.
Mayumi.
Mayumi.
19.
Bang.
With disadvantage.
Oh, God.
15.
15. Yeah, Mayumi, you put your head in the water, and you see, you can see pretty far into this lake, actually. You see all the way to the bottom of the lake. A bit of, a kind of a ray of light is shining, of moonlight is shining down into the water, illuminating the floor of the lake, which is a depressed valley deep underground. And in the center of this valley, you see a small ruin. It looks like 4 columns elevating and holding up a brick stone ceiling. At the center of which you see kind of like a strange like distortion of colors. But you need to get closer to make out what it is.
I can't breathe though.
No, right now you're just at the shore, right, sticking your head in the water.
What do you see?
Yeah, what do you see, man?
There's like a valley, and in the middle there's like a small ruin, and at the center there's like a distortion of color.
How far is it? Do you think we can get there?
Where is it?
Maybe 2 kilometers.
2 kilometers?
2K underground.
Swimming. Not underground, but like in a diagonal.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Is that reasonable? Is that a reasonable
I
distance?
think it's
That's
pretty
very
far.
2 kilometers.
That sounds very far.
Kilometers?
1 kilometer.
I feel
One
like
It's still very far, but it's
Yeah, I
fine.
feel like 200 meters is like
Even 200 meters swimming is not possible.
yeah.
You could probably do 10, like,
yeah.
the pool is like 20
No, it's a
meters.
lake.
The deepest lake is 1.6.
Okay, maybe it'll be 270.
All right.
5.
All right.
Right there.
Okay, 275.
Okay, listen. We're gonna do this, all right? And
Oh, okay,
and
cool.
Faris looks at you. He's like, yeah, "It's a sign. The fact that you're here means that I can get out. I can finally get out of here. All right. So this is what we're gonna do. On 3, I want you to cover your head with your arms, and I'll project you up. Oh, sorry. Give me a second. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. So listen. Are you ready? Okay, get ready.
I thought we said we were breaking out.
No. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do this.
I
Okay.
really don't think it's a good idea. I don't want to hit my head.
Hold your head. Get ready.
I don't think it's a good idea.
Okay,
for us.
and he aims towards your feet and it casts the spell.
Okay, I hold my head. Like, fuck this guy.
All right. You get projected at 10 kilometers an hour up towards the wooden panels. You see right before you're about to cross, you're about to reach the wooden logs. You feel like a magical barrier that's kind of bouncy that you hit with full force, and you just have enough velocity to pierce through it as your hands hit the wood above you, and you're going to roll me strength over a 5 not to take any damage.
Are they just planks?
It's not my die.
They're like wooden logs.
It's not my die. Oh, wait,
Green ones.
Yeah. That's 7.
We're good.
Plus like 1, I think.
And so you projectile all the way up and fall on the ground, breathing heavily.
Anybody see me?
You want to roll perception?
Yeah. 17. Oh, just fell into a 3.
17.
I got a 17 and then it fell into a
17.
3.
With a 17, you notice 2 guards having a conversation. This time they look like they're arguing about something. And
Anything I could hide in or like hide behind? Or just like maybe like shadows or something.
Well, they turn their head and start looking in your direction. You want to try to like roll out of the way or something?
Sure, where is he? He just got.
Fucking.
He landed right next to the pit.
Okay.
Honestly, I haven't seen it all the time. I suck at drinking. It just always falls out
Do
of my
anything
mouth.
properly. Okay, so you want to try to stealth your way around?
Yeah, I want to sneak out of there.
Go ahead and roll me.
I'm gonna use my tools as well.
Gosh, I think that's used.
Thanks.
Just looking out for you, man. Where's my character sheet? I did so much in the last. Well,
In the meanwhile, what do you guys do?
You think we can reach that place?
I think we can try.
Let's go.
So, try to swim there.
You keep your clothes on?
I remove my armor.
My clothes are very
what was I doing?
very good.
No, sneaking.
I remove
Sneaking. 2.
I remove my armor and my weapon.
I don't have any armor.
No, actually, I think you should try. I think I'm way too heavy.
Okay, yeah. Here, here's my satchel and my
I'll take your
pouch.
Do you keep the rest of your clothes on?
Well, I can take off my my like vest. So
Get naked, girl.
so I have my sports bra.
He puts his Gymshark on, and he's ready to go.
Yeah.
Are you wearing a swimming cap?
What? A what?
No, what?
No, I'm not wearing a swimming suit.
Cap. But anyway, so
I do my hair.
oh, you tie your hair up?
Yeah, I
You don't want to get hairs in the lake, you know?
Yeah.
That's unpleasant for other people swimming.
Well, I don't want to get my hair to get in my way.
So, do you want to roll for athletics?
Yeah, I do have some athletics. Does agility, acrobatics count?
Not acrobatics, but agility.
But I have +0 in those, and
Oh.
+2 in dexterity.
So you can put +1. You can use your +2 of dexterity. It's fine.
So you do me a favor? Give me my water bottle.
And I
So annoying. Just in case. Dude, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. I'll lick the box.
Dude, my stuff fell off.
5. Well, 7.
7. So with a 7, you start swimming, and you try to swim down, but you just 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strokes. It's too deep. You're not able to get to the bottom of the lake. But as you approach, you see the light get a bit bigger. The light seems to be coming from a small opening in the floor of this columned area. And you also see that it's slightly distorted, as if around it there's like a sort of like barrier of some sort. The image is distorted.
I come back.
But you have to come back up for air.
So there's like a hole where the light is coming from inside the ruin, and there's like the distortion. You can see it. And it looks like the light is coming.
Damn, that's crazy. Sorry, that was Akila.
You get- I have the earring on. You can-
Hey, you hear that? You just hear whoa, whoa, whoa.
He's very talkative, Reese.
He says, "Damn, that's crazy."
Oh, you didn't swim back.
No.
Oh, I thought Mayumi swam back. My bad.
Wait, can you get there?
It's hard. I don't think I can, to be honest. I can try again.
I have a wizard.
Do you have? Can I see the footprints inside the water?
Roll me investigation.
Does wisdom count? Or intelligence? Last time
Intelligence.
17.
Yeah, you swim back to shore and you look back where the footprints were. As you investigate in the water in front of the footprints, you put your hand down and you start touching the ground and you feel a rope. You see the rope is attached with a metal rod into the ground, and it seems to be leading down to this area that you're trying to get to.
Whoa.
You just wrecked right there.
I don't understand. What do you see? What do you see, buddy?
I'm right here next to you. I'm on the shore.
You're on the shore.
Yeah.
What's the water there?
There's a rope that leads towards the ruins.
All right.
That's how the guy walked towards it.
Follow the rope. Let's go.
Some quality dialogue.
Let's go, Mayumi. Follow me.
All right.
I rolled a 21.
You rolled a 21 for what? Stealth?
Yeah, eating.
So for Kurt, like a Navy SEAL, tumbles to the side right as they come to investigate the pit, and you like twirl your way behind like two barrels. And right now you're hiding behind two barrels, approximately 6 feet behind these two people who are looking down into the pit. One of them says, "What the hell is that?" and gets closer, looks down into the pit, and right as he looks down, you see a huge column of flame evacuate up from the pit, burning his face off as he falls back in and starts screaming at the top of his lungs.
Okay, I run and cut his throat.
Okay, go ahead and and roll for stealth attack.
Do I roll stealth or do I roll the attack?
Whatever's better.
Well, I still have muffled, so maybe stealth would be better in that case. It actually is the same. 5. 13.
13? And with the 13, he yells, alerting people around him, but he stops yelling right away. So just like one, ah! And he's on the ground on fire. But the other guy sees you right after you slice his friend's throat, and he starts drawing his sword. You want to roll again?
Yeah, I'll what do you call it? Fucking levitate my dagger, my one of the thorn knives.
Go ahead and roll.
I've never really used this. You want drugs? Yo, drugs.
Okay. 4 grams.
Which one's mine? Projectile power, and then there's 5 throwing knives. So I would probably be using. There's no special add-on to this, which is not great. I got 10.
And that'll do it as you grab a dagger with your levitation out of its sheath, and you send it careening straight into the man's throat, immediately muting him, and he falls back on his back dead as well.
That's fine.
Throw him in the pit.
His uniform.
Is there still magic? Like, do I still feel like there's magic like on top of the pit and stuff? I'm gonna get Forrest out of here.
It looks like it's been dissipated, and you see Merilith climbing out, pulling Forrest out as well. And Forrest is like, "Let's get out of here!" And he starts running off into the woods.
I run with him.
Okay. Merilith runs as well.
Does she get her stuff?
Oh yeah, Merilith goes back and gets her things. She's like, "Wait a minute, guys. Go on without me. I have to get my things. But go investigate whatever it was that Kira and Mayumi are looking at."
I think
and
she doesn't find at least one of her daggers, though.
What a prick.
I'm pretty sure she does.
All right, we'll figure that out later.
I rolled a 1.
No, it's not a 1. It's a 7. I thought it was a 1.
All right, roll me dexterity, please. For crew.
16. 17.
Easy.
So you're gonna for crew 16. And before anybody can notice, you and Forrest run straight into the forest and disappear from sight. It seems like the alarm was not sounded in the camp.
They're talking about the onion soup as well, so...
And his divorce. So...
I think he cares more about the onion soup, but...
So Forrest kind of leans on a rock. Wow.
How old are you?
That was really a lot of running. I'm 25.
Wow, okay. Jeez.
How old are you?
35. It looks so... It wasn't that much running, but okay.
Well, you're in a lot of shape. You must
I am in a lot of shape.
do a lot of running from people, I guess.
Sure. I also play the loot. I'm not going to play now.
So where are your companions at?
They're currently at the lake. Do you want to come with? We can investigate. And with our protection, maybe we can figure out what's going on there.
He pulls out from his satchel a little device with a sphere and the turning metallic thing, the tahometer, and he brings it up. He's like, "Follow me. It's dark, but this can show us the way." And he starts walking in the woods, and every time the tahometer slows down, he stops walking in that direction, and he tries to find the direction where it speeds up. You guys kind of go in a bit of zigzag motions until you reach a large lake. At the shore of this lake, you see the 18-year-old Mayumi, and you see Kira, the 230-pound companion of yours, with Akila sitting there looking pretty cool.
Speaking with his dog.
And Mayumi is kind of like fumbling in the water, trying to like pull something out of the ground, which looks like a rope.
Hey, Forrest, can't you conjure like some like breathing mask or something for us?
For what? You guys want to go in the lake?
Yeah, well, apparently, from what I've heard, there's like a rope going down to the lake towards ruins that are underground, underwater.
Whoa, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, Forrest, that's crazy.
All right, who wants to go first?
I'm going.
You want to go first?
Yep.
Okay, get ready. Come close to me.
Now kiss.
And he puts his hand on your face, and he starts like chanting in this like elven language, ancient language, and all of a sudden you feel like a sort of bubble start to form around your head, with air holding some air around you. He says it's not going to last for very long, so you better get going.
All right, let's go. I grab the rope and I go into the lake.
Okay. Akila is like, "Yo, what about me, man?"
Just wait here. Keep watch.
Roll for animal handling.
Does Akila want to be a
Why would he not want to be here? 6.
He's like, "I want to come too. I don't want to stay here. I want to come with you. What if someone tries to attack you in there? I got your back, bro. I got your back. I ain't gonna let anyone touch you. You crazy?"
Can you put No, you can't come here. Just stay here. Just stay here, wait. I'll be back.
Animal handling.
You need a watch guard. Come on. Stay here. 11.
All right, fine.
Hi, dog.
Who goes next?
I'm coming.
All right, Mayumi, he does the same thing to you, creates a sort of bubble over your head, and you go next into the water. And Fukura?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Boris.
Forest.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was like, who's Boris?
Yeah, maybe that was the fuck. Where did that come from?
So you two are the last two people going down this rope. As you guys go underwater, very quickly, you start pulling yourselves on this rope, but your legs start to float out in the water here. And you guys need to use a strength to pull yourselves down and to keep yourselves down. So everybody roll me strength. Roll me at least a 6 strength check.
9. Actually 10.
I got 6.
You got plus
Oh,
1.
7, yeah.
You got a 6 as well. So you guys all successfully... What? Mayumi?
I got 1.
Oh. And Mayumi...
Please grab me. Somebody grab me.
Mayumi is too tired to pick herself up and to hold herself down, and she accidentally lets go, and you start floating up to the top of this lake. And you are going to roll your perception as well.
16.
And you turn around to spot right behind you a large fish creature with 2 long jaws and sharp teeth lining its entire mouth, with a tongue that has 2 forks coming out of it and 2 little lights on either tongue, swimming full speed towards you right now, looking and starting to circle around you as you're starting to float back up towards the surface. You guys want to intervene?
We could talk right because of the bubbles.
Yep.
Like, Forrest, can you do something?
Forest.
Forrest says, "Yeah, I can try." Everyone roll initiative.
17.
Did you roll?
12.
You suck.
19.
19. Fukuru, you go first. Kira, you go second, and then we're gonna go clockwise.
Yeah, well, I fucking screamed that forest.
Is there anything you want to do for your turn, or no? You want to keep going down?
No, I'm gonna go faster.
Okay, so roll me strength.
What is that? 2 + 1, 3.
3, and you keep trying to pull yourself towards the ruins, but it's taking you quite a while to get there. Kira?
I'm gonna try to go faster as well. There's nothing I can do, dude. I have an axe. I'm rolling 16.
16, and you managed to crawl your way all the way to the ruins, and you finally pop in, and all of a sudden your bubble pops as well, and you realize there's air in here. You can breathe. It's a sort of indented ruin, going down deeper, with a small opening at the center of the indentation that seems to open down into the depths below. Next is going to be Forrest. Forrest is going to... Actually, sorry, next is the fish. The fish is going to try to attack Mayumi. Mayumi, what do you do to defend yourself?
I try to cast like a. It's like I do. I try to cast a like a fireball. So.
Underwater?
Yeah. Well, that's all I can do. I mean.
Okay, with disadvantage, you can try and cast a fireball. That's fine.
15. 9.
9. Okay, and so the fish rolled. The fish rolled a 5. So you actually successfully bring your hands together, and they start to heat up as overpowering the water. You manage to create a fireball that manages to stay lit long enough for you to toss it straight into the mouth of the fish, dealing 8 points of damage to the fish, of burning damage, as the fire kind of emerges from the other side, from the back of the neck of the fish.
Like the dolphins. Like he has a hole there?
Yeah, like it pierces
okay.
a hole through the skin of the fish. Next is going to be Forrest. Forrest actually is going to try to cast both of his hands on you and try to pull you back towards, with telekinesis, back towards the rope. So he's going to need to roll at least a 7. And that is a 19. And with a 19, Forrest manages to pull Mayumi back down towards the rope at the last minute as the fish's teeth try to clamp down onto your leg, but miss. And you have both hands on the rope again. And the fish is on the attack now. Mayumi, your turn.
I try to get to the ruin with Big Boy.
With Kira.
3.
The fish is going to make an attack on you. And with an 18, the fish's teeth clamp down on your right leg. Your blood starts to dissipate into the water all around. And you're going to take 15 points of piercing damage to the right leg. Fukuru.
Piercing, you said?
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going. 9.
9 makes it. As you finally pull your way back into the bubble of air, and you tumble down next to Kira, seeing outside of the bubble the scene unfold of Mayumi starting to get her leg eaten by this fish, and Forrest struggling to try to protect her. You want to try anything or no?
I mean, I could try to levitate like another dagger that way, but I don't know if it's gonna work.
How far is the fish?
I'll try. Though.
Do you or you do you not?
Yes, I do. 14.
14?
Yeah.
You send your dagger careening. Oh my god, the fish rolled high. Careening all the way towards the fish. The fish lets go and comes and dodges the dagger right as it comes by. Your dagger's now like gone in the water. So -1 dagger on your inventory. And then it comes back down, attacking Mayumi one more time. Defend yourself, Mayumi.
Well, I try another fireball. 13.
And the fish seems like completely disoriented because the dagger came. It dodged it, but because it dodged it, now it doesn't really know where it is, giving you the opportunity to toss a fireball straight at it. Did you roll with disadvantage?
Yeah.
And with disadvantage, you throw another fireball, creating a sharp burn across the left flank of the fish, opening it up, and you see the fish's blood spewing into the water in every direction as the fish burns underwater in the boiling hot water that you've created.
That's a kill.
You're safe. Combat is over.
Can I just walk towards the whatchamacallit? Can I? Okay.
The ruins.
Yeah, the ruins. Can I? Give me a second there. Can I close my wounds? You're using like my own fire magic.
No.
Okay.
Unless you have a spell that does that.
No, I don't have a particular spell.
What do you guys do?
Alright, so we can I percept?
Perceive.
Percept. 6.
So with a 6, you hear a strange sound coming from inside, but you're not sure what's coming from there. Something is down there. You just can't tell what it is. Forrest finally makes it into the bubble as well. Oh, man. Hey, thanks for the help, guys. Whew. Anyway, so where are we going?
I don't like Forrest.
We're going in, man.
This is the thing, eh? This underground bubble.
Yep.
And he walks up to the edge of the.
Wait.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you have any healing stuff,
Oh,
please?
I mean, like, I didn't really like take my supplies. They confiscated them from me. I just ran. Sorry.
No, because you're a mage, you know.
I mean, like, I was like mid-sentence and you interrupted me. Like, could you not do that?
Well, I am bleeding.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I saved your life, so I don't know if that's enough. Like, did you need more help from me, or?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was asking.
Okay, well, sorry.
All right.
And he turns and he goes back to the bubble, returning his attention to the bubble. He's like, "I'll be there in a second. Just like don't interrupt me. I'm doing exposition right now, okay?" And he says, he puts both hands on the bubble and he says, "Another mage cast this bubble, maybe a month ago. Someone else might be down here."
A month in the ruins.
Alright, let's follow the sound.
Doubt it.
You guys hear it as well?
Yeah, let's check it out. I'm curious now. I want to see what's down here.
Alright.
You guys
So we head towards the opening.
spike my curiosity.
Alright, Boris.
Name's Forrest. It's an F.
Sorry, yeah, I'm dyslexic.
Get it right.
Sorry, what's his name?
I never presented myself.
Yeah, you never introduced yourself.
I'm Fukur.
Let's start over.
I'm Fukur.
I'm Forrest. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Forrest.
cool. So
Well,
are we
so-
gonna go?
let's head towards the opening. So I head towards the opening.
All right. You look down into the opening and you see a ladder with water just pouring down the ladder. It's like kind of like a waterfall with a ladder inside of it. But the waterfall is not like a thick flow. It's like just a small current of water, so you can still climb
Does
through
it
it.
fill it up?
No, it's just a continuous waterfall.
Okay, so like I can breathe.
Like you can breathe, but you got water kind of pouring over your head. So it's
Alright,
kind of
well,
you kind of take a break and then breathe and then go back in.
all right. Well, I'm going in.
All right, roll me for climbing or strength or 8. And you climb down halfway, but you feel your hands starting to slip, and one of your hands slips off, as well as one of your legs. You're gonna have to roll me 9 to catch yourself.
Strength?
Yeah.
Okay. 20.
20. and you fall down 5 feet before you catch yourself perfectly with both hands and arms, and both of your feet, as you manage to climb down safely into a room. It's a platform on a room full of water. It's a square, diamond kind of shaped room with just a pool of water all around you on this platform. There's a light illuminating this room, but it's coming from a door on the other side. It looks like you have to swim through this water to get there. Fakrur, Mayumi?
Well, I try to go down too.
Okay, Mayumi, you approach the ladder. Go ahead and roll me strength.
Strength or dexterity?
You can use acrobatics if you like.
Finally.
Yes. 5.
It's a 5. So you start climbing down, but you as well slip. You're going to have to roll me a 9 to catch yourself.
Okay, 17.
17. And you as well catch yourself, lowering yourself down next to Kira in this room. Forrest says, "What's down there?"
There's just there's a tell crew with the tell him there's a room we gotta swim to. Another room there's a light we need to go check out.
What do you say?
Apparently there's another room and there's like a lake we need to swim
A
through.
light.
A light?
Like a
Okay.
water we need to swim through.
Okay, go next. Go next. I'm right behind you.
Whoa.
No, you're first. You're fine.
I don't want to die. I don't want to die down there. Just you go first. Make sure it's safe.
Come on, Forrest, we're waiting for you.
Well, 2 guys are already down there. I proved
Persuasion.
+3. 11.
No. I'm not going down there. You're going down there. Like, I saved Mayumi's life. I've done enough. Let me go behind you guys, all right? I want to be safe. All right? You're going in first.
I'll go down.
Roll me for strength.
1.
A 1. And for crew, you're like, fine, I'm going to go in. And right as you say that, you stick your leg out and you fall down the pit straight
Try to
full
catch him.
speed. You don't even know he's coming. Roll me perception, maybe.
19.
19. Yeah, you see Fukur coming down. You get an opportunity to catch him. Roll me a 10 strength.
10. No, that's 6. No, 7.
And unfortunately, you miss. As Fukur, you fall down straight on the floor, cracking the floor under. You're going to take 15 points of damage. Of bludgeoning damage
But he's almost dead, no?
to your
No,
back.
that's a lot.
But I asked for heals and
All right.
So, is it safe down there?
Yep.
All right, I'm coming.
Ooh, up go. Just don't.
And you hear. As he rolls a 1 as well. And Slip starts like, oh, my back.
Help him up.
And all of a sudden, both his hands light up with healing magic as you see him start to heal himself. Oh,
I try to steal.
that's much better.
Throw your body on his head.
I lay out there.
Dude, I put my hand.
Buddy, come on, give me some residuals.
Well, the second he puts that way, oh, like I merge my head on his head. Do we
Oh, that's much better. And he heals his own back. He's like, all right. So,
Yeah,
So you can do that. You can heal. You have healing magic.
For us?
look, I have a limited amount of it. I have to save my energy.
Just give me 3 health points on my head, right here.
I don't want to. Try persuading me.
Charisma?
Yeah.
16.
Fine. And he puts his hand over your head and you gain 4 hit points.
Yeah.
How down were you?
I had only 3 hit points.
All right. So what's the plan?
All right, let's swim through this. Can you give us another bubble?
Another bubble? Look, I don't have an unlimited
Sorry,
energy
I don't
here.
need your bubble. I just
I feel
swim
like
to
you
the
can
other
swim
room.
there now.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you do?
Try to swim. I tried to get to the other room.
Whoa, roll on perception first.
No, I'm just trying to swim to the other room.
All right. Give me an athletics check.
What's that?
Life check.
What?
You don't have athletics.
For strength.
Okay. 12.
And with a 12, you swim over to the other side.
What a leader.
And you step into the other room. You guys step in behind a waterfall here. You see this bright light on the other side of the waterfall. Just very, very shiny and crystalline. It reflects on the water beautifully.
So I'm behind the waterfall right now?
Yeah.
And right the other side of the waterfall, there's that what you just described?
Maybe
How far-
10
how
feet
far?
away from you.
Okay. Do I see something else? Can I get to the light?
Will you step through the waterfall? We're going to get back to you.
Okay.
What do you guys?
I just fall.
Okay. Roll me your athletics checks for swimming.
12.
10.
Whoa, my tahometer is going crazy! And as you guys start swimming, you hear Forrest pulling out his tahometer, and you guys notice it's just spinning like you've never seen it spin before. I mean, like it's really, really fast. You can barely make out any shapes on the tahometer itself. Man, what the hell's in here? He puts it back in his bag. He jumps in the water, starts to swim, and everyone give me a perception check.
18.
Oh, 20. Did you see that? It was like it's almost the one that is turned. I got
You got
natural 20.
natural 20.
Natural 20 on perception?
That's the second natural 20 on perception.
Yeah. You got intelligence.
Brazil.
Now you're gonna get perception.
Okay, so you already have intelligence as a core skill. You have perception as a skill already?
No.
So you can add perception as a skill.
Every time I get close to the +2.
You keep rolling it.
Okay, so you guys emerge on the other side of the waterfall, and you see another large cavern room. The ceiling is covered by roots that are emerging from the ceiling down into this dark room with very like wet, fresh room where you're smelling a lot of nice human and fresh air, and the water is reflecting the light of this other platform with a large, maybe 5 foot in diameter sphere of light with small fluctuations of light emerging and falling back into the sphere. It looks like it's made of a white energy. You see two small waist-high pillars on the other side of this sphere, and you guys emerge on the other side of the waterfall, and you see Fukurura and Mayumi on either side of you. So what do you do?
I don't know. What do we
We
do?
approach the sphere. Is there anything else in this room?
Roll me perception.
I have a +1 actually. I have intelligence. 13 is the one I see here.
Yeah.
14.
14. You start looking around the room. You see the water reflecting the light, and there's small waves of the water's in motion. And you hear like a sound coming from behind you.
Is it consistent or is it just like
Just
once?
one time.
Okay, turn around.
You turn around.
I heard something.
You see Forrest not facing you, but facing the other side, immobile, as you see blood trickling next to his feet and accumulating in a small puddle below his feet. He falls down onto his knees and then down onto the ground, flat and motionless, with his face turned towards you, and you see both of his eyes are just completely sucked out of his head, as a small tentacle goes back into the water that you guys just emerged from.
Are we still in the water?
No, you guys are on a platform between both rooms with a waterfall in the new room.
Well, he's dead. Do you guys just want to keep going?
Forrest.
What the fuck?
Forrest, you alright?
I check his body.
No,
Check.
you're not gonna go home. They're not gonna go back in the water.
He's right here. He's not on the water.
He's on the platform.
He's
on the platform, yeah.
The tentacle just swooped him.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, pull his buddy down. pull him.
And then keep going. Like
I'm gonna take his
Boy, check if he's all right.
he's dead.
Can you check his pulse?
you can check it if you want.
I can. Yeah.
You see the one.
He looks dead. He looks dead to me.
Roll me a wisdom check, medicine, if you have it. That's a 10. So with a 10, you kneel down on his side and you check his pulse. He's dead cold.
Right.
Yeah. Not cold,
easy.
warm.
Dead warm.
Dead warm.
I take his.
C'est gyroscope.
Yeah, this thingy.
The helmeter is spinning at full speed right now. Yeah, you're you start examining it. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you see it's spinning counterclockwise at full speed right now.
Okay. Does it change if I point it towards the light?
Yeah, it accelerates if you point it towards the light. Yeah.
All right. So I just take it with me and I keep going towards the light.
All right. You reach the platform. You cross through the waterfall, back into the room with a large sphere of light, and there's again a pool of water all around this platform where the sphere is on. Yeah.
You're so unfazed about the death.
I never liked him anyways.
Well, he was kind of a dick.
He was it, dude. He was overpowered. Fuck. He was like our only chance to
How much did he roll? Did he roll a 1? Poor guy.
Yeah. Some good suck.
You guys
So right
coming?
now we're
Yeah, well, I'm coming. I really don't know what this light thing is.
Yeah.
Fucking
Never
let's get
seen
the fuck
anything
out of here. Let's go.
What's the name of the like her character?
Whose character?
This girl,
Merilith.
Marilyn.
Merilith is back in the camp getting her
Merilith.
weapons.
Merilith. She's at the camp. Oh, she
She's
alright?
not with us.
You haven't heard any communication from her.
Can you just watch our stuff, Merilith, please? Thank you.
No answer.
She got a good suck.
Just in case.
You don't have your stuff?
But when you went into the water, you didn't
I
have.
have all my stuff.
You brought your axe. And
Everything. Because there was a rope, so I didn't have to
No,
swim down.
Akila's watching your shit. You're fine.
yeah.
He was
Akila's
watching his shit. I got all my...
you got all your
on me.
stuff. Yeah.
Alright, so let's hurry up. Let's get the fuck out of here, guys.
Figure out this thing is if we can, and if not, let's get the fuck out of here.
Alright, can we reach the light?
Well, do you try to swim?
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
we're going back in the water?
Wait.
No, the
There's
light's
a waterfall.
in
Two
front.
rooms with water in both of them, platforms in the center of both of them, one platform connecting both rooms, and a waterfall on the side of the room of the light.
I'm so confused.
Can you draw it?
But I'm going to I'm trying to swim. I'm trying to get to the platform where the light is.
Okay. Roll me athletics.
18.
And with an 18, you swim in the water across towards the second platform where the big sphere of light is, and you manage to pull yourself on. As you look into the light, you can roll me investigation if you want. That's a natural 20. So investigation falls under wisdom,
No, intelligence.
perception under intelligence, investigation under wisdom.
Because you used to give me plus for.
I have survivalist and their wisdom. That doesn't matter.
The separate skills, yeah.
What is it? Investigation?
Yeah. Investigation, think like Sherlock Holmes. He has a lot of experience, so he knows where to look, type of thing, or what to think of things. So, so you see in the sphere, it actually looks like a map. A map of, with a 20, you can tell it's the area that you've been in for the past 2 days. There's you notice a clearing that looks like it looks like there's a hut there. You see an encampment but it's all kind of blurry. Like if you didn't know that it was a hut, you wouldn't know it's a hut. Like you can kind of piece it together that this looks like the hut, right? And then you see the encampment, and you can even see like people moving here, and you can you notice that there's a small black circle with pieces of black coming out of it in every direction, and you see 3 small lumps next to that as well. But this is in an area close to the camp.
Close. Okay.
Yeah.
This is in the light.
This is in the light. You can see that. Yeah.
Okay. Can I take it, or is it like fixed?
Do you put your hand towards the light?
Yes.
Okay. So as you approach your hands to the light, you feel a searing hot pain on your hand. You can take 4 points of light damage on your right hand.
What are you seeing, man?
Not going in this water.
It's a map. It's a map of the area we were in. From I can see the hut. I can see the camp, and there's a weird spot next to the camp that has black spots.
Everybody roll your perception.
12.
15.
And
Wasn't.
as you're explaining this, you're turning to look back at Fukrur and at Mayumi, and you see right behind Fukrur a large tentacle just about to wrap itself around his head without him noticing.
Fukrur, turn around!
I turn around.
And you
suck.
It takes me 3 minutes to say his name, so he dies.
Fuck! Fukrur, you get to roll. What do you roll?
Just fucking dagger.
Okay, go ahead.
+5. 14.
And with a 14, you manage to embed your dagger straight into this tentacle. You hear from inside the water a large scream as the tentacle retracts backwards into the room number 1, and 5 other tentacles emerge. 2 from the room 1, and 3 between you and Kira in room 2. As 2 tentacles are going to make attacks, 1 on each of you. Defend yourselves.
Did it bend in and it took my dagger away?
No, you got your dagger back up. Yeah,
Okay.
You too?
attacking him. Them two. Yeah. Just say what you're gonna do to defend yourself, and roll.
Can I use an attack to defend myself?
Of course.
Yeah. Well, if I can just fucking swipe again at it.
Okay.
I already rolled, but I can roll again.
What did you roll?
Well, 13 plus 5 is 18.
Okay, 18. So, Fukrur pulls out his dagger, another dagger, and slices one of the tentacles, parrying it away. Mayumi?
I try to evade, so 5 plus 3, 8.
Okay, you got an 8. And unfortunately, the tentacle smacks you straight across the face. You're going to take 6 points of bludgeoning damage to the face as it successfully gets you. And you fall down on the ground. We're going to have you go.
So,
Kira?
is there another exit? Do we have, after the
You
room
can roll
that-
perception if you want.
Okay, I'm going to roll for perception.
What are you're looking for another exit to this room?
Is the room that I'm in the only entrance? Is it where I came from, or is there another?
Yeah, 1.
And that's a 1 as you look around the room. But right as you look around the room, you just spot a tentacle coming right to hit you straight in the face, knocking you back into the water. And you're going to take 6 points of bludgeoning damage to the face. Fukrur, your turn.
I want to go attack the tentacle that's close that hit him.
Go ahead.
And I got a natural 1, of course.
And in that 1, as you're running to jump, you jump up with your knife to bring it down onto the tentacle, but the tentacle retracts at the last minute, and you bring it down straight into Mayumi's knee, dealing 10 points of piercing damage to the left knee.
Okay, you just want to kill me. just say that you want to kill me. I'm not allowed to skip what he's done.
Sorry, man. Well, you can try. That's fair. You deserve a chance to escape. That's fine.
Thank God.
Well argued.
Wow.
15.
Okay.
I don't know.
Roll me again, Fukur, just to show how good you are.
I'm pretty good though. I got 18.
No. Wait, what? C'est un coup de quoi?
The couteau.
Don't you get a +5?
Yeah, you get a +5.
Oh, fuck all.
You get all your pluses. What did you get?
15.
Okay, so you'll take 8 points of piercing damage to the knee.
It's fine.
Toi, ferme ta gueule. Dude, c'est pas vraiment ferme ta gueule.
Stop cheating. I'm just trying
I didn't cheat!
Alright. Mayumi, your turn.
What?
My stomach is killing me. Actually.
Mayumi, your turn.
Yeah, I like cast another fireball towards the tentacle that's closest.
Go ahead.
9.
And the tentacle, before you can cast your fireball, grabs you around the ankle and pulls you into the water as well, 5 feet underwater. You open your eyes and you see deep underwater. You see how deep this cavern actually goes. A large set of teeth as a creature with several tentacles has its eyes open and hungrily staring at you, ready to pull you in for a meal. You see this as well, actually. You're in the water. You both see each other in the water right now, and you're seeing yourselves above this creature.
Just drop it out of the room.
Yeah. My turn. So a tentacle's going to try to pull Mayumi even deeper.
Yeah.
Mayumi, you want to do anything?
Well, I try to slip out of the tentacle's grasp.
Okay, roll for that.
Can I use my dexterity for that?
Yeah.
10.
10. That will not do it, as the tentacle pulls you even deeper, and you start losing your breath a little bit.
I try to calm the beast.
How?
Wait, no, nothing is touching me, right? I just got
Nothing is
knocked.
touching you. Yeah, you
No,
just
I gotta
got
swim back up.
Athletics.
And I need to touch the thing.
Athletics.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Do you have strength as a core skill?
I do have strength.
You have athletics already as a sub
I
skill?
don't have.
You can add athletics. And you pull yourself onto the platform and you get another turn. What do you do?
Again, I try to see if I can go somewhere else than going. Is there a way to go forward?
What?
Like, am I in the last room? Do I have to go back to get out? Or is there another way?
An escape route.
Yeah.
Rolling perception then.
14.
And with a 14, you spot a other opening on the far end of the room. On the side where there's those two waist-high pillars, on that side there's another small platform that you can reach by swimming there, with a small opening in the wall. And there's less light coming from there. Yeah.
Alright, I communicate that through the earpiece.
Good to know.
Like, guys, you need to get to me. We need to go through here.
Of course.
Come
yes.
on, Fukur. Come on. Swim to me.
Fukur, what do you
I
do?
really don't want to go in water.
There's water behind you and water in front
I know.
of you.
How far is this other platform?
Basically, right now you're on one platform. There's a center platform with a giant white sphere of light, and then there's another platform on the other far end of the room with an opening on it, leading into a wall outside of this room.
Like
Where you
I'm still at the main one with the light. You're one before, and we have to go one after. So you have to swim to one platform, then swim to the other one.
Okay, I chant my dagger with poison.
Can't you fly? Can't you levitate?
No, I can levitate things.
Oh, okay.
I enchant my dagger with poison enchantment.
Okay.
And
What does the poison do again?
I think we were supposed to talk about it. I wanted
Skip a turn.
I wanted to be skip a turn, but I think what's currently written is a disadvantage on the thing that's hit with it on the next roll.
Okay, sounds good. So what do you do?
And I just dive but like those surface dives toward the center room, the thing with the spear.
Okay, so you try to swim there.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so roll me athletics.
10.
That'll do it.
That's right.
You swim to the center platform.
Yeah,
Strength.
strength, yeah.
You swim to the center platform. The creature with tentacles seems distracted. Mayumi,
I try to evade again once again.
go ahead and try.
Now I use a powerful defense, which gives me +4 in dexterity as well.
Okay,
Do you want me to read what you wrote?
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you wrote beginning of first level while you're wearing no armor and not wielding a shield, you gain +4 dexterity.
That's good. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. 25.
25. And right as the creature wraps its tentacle around your ankle to try to pull you even deeper, you manage to wriggle out of it and finally swim your way all the way up to the surface, getting a full breath of air, spotting Fukurur, who just climbed onto the center platform. And it's
Hurry up, Mayumi, come on.
Buddy, I'm doing my best.
It's the creature's turn as one tentacle and two tentacles start wrapping themselves on the wall for some reason, the center wall of the center platform. Your turn.
They're trying to wrap itself on the center platform?
Well, if you want, you can use your turn for perception on that if you
No,
want.
I won't. Okay, I'm just gonna keep running, and I'm going straight for the end platform.
Okay. So you want to swim?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
14.
Okay, so 14, and you swim, just narrowly evading another tentacle that's trying to wrap itself around you, and you make it to the other door here of the other room. But right here, as you're approaching the room, another tentacle is going to try to attack you, and go ahead and try to evade it.
What's plus what? Dexterity?
Whatever you choose.
Alright, 18.
18. And you guys, and you just managed to put your hands to catch the tentacle, putting you guys in a strength contest. Roll me strength.
You have strength.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Bro, this guy's buzzing.
And you managed to pin the tentacle down onto the ground and hold it between your arms as you crush the blood supply with your bicep on this tentacle, and the tentacle goes limp and pulls itself back into the water.
I can't wait to tell that to my dog.
Do I get a
Do you have strength?
strength?
Do you have melee combat?
Yeah.
You have unarmed combat?
Hand-to-hand combat, yeah.
You already have that? Okay, do you have monster proficiency?
No.
Okay, you can add monster proficiency as a sub-skill.
Is a sub-skill to what?
Hand-to-hand combat.
To hand combat?
Yes.
Give him a... What do you call it when... dans la MMA, genre quand ils mettent les gars... Genre,
Chokehold?
Ouais, genre submission.
Submission hold?
Because that's what he used.
Yeah, it's
Like,
fine.
he
It's fine.
saw
We
the
can
blood.
do that. We can do that if you want submission.
C'est bon ça, bro.
If you want it, whatever you want. You can choose one or the other.
Okay. What's better? What do you guys think is better?
C'est quoi l'autre?
Monster proficiency.
Ou submission, parce que tu peux l'utiliser pour les deux.
True.
Coolio. All right.
Là, you see, I'm helping you. I'm not giving Ross +2s.
Dude.
Fukurur and Mayumi,
Sister, no?
you're both on the center platform right now. What do you guys do?
When you said like there's tentacles like on the walls and shit now,
It looks like they're wrapping themselves around the platform that you're on right now.
I just want to go slash all with my poison dagger.
Slash one.
Yeah, just like fucking just cut one. Just keep cutting tentacles.
Go ahead and roll.
That's fine. 18 plus 5, 23.
And you slash one with your poison dagger.
Oh, I forgot to mention though.
Oh!
Sorry. But the poison, when you roll, there's two different things. Like, it does the disadvantage, and additional 1d8 poison damage.
Okay. So
So I don't know if I just need to find d8.
Go ahead and roll me that.
E8.
Could have had a D8. Well, that's so cool. I don't really know what D8 looks like, so
I'll roll for you. 1d8.
nothing. I just found it too.
That's a 5. So you did 5 extra damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Suzuki avec un autre apple.
He's so sick.
Dude.
And okay, so you guys, so you embed your dagger into this creature, infiltrating poison into its own blood, and it seems to roar again underwater as you hear its voice coming from under the surface, as it retracts all of its tentacles for at least a while.
Let's go. Burst
Opportunity, let's go.
towards where Kira is.
Another surface dive.
Roll me athletics.
Let's go.
As you pass by the light, you see the 2 waist-high columns, and you see that they both have handles on them.
The what? Sorry, what?
Both have handles on them.
What do? The columns?
Each column has 1 handle on it.
What sort of handle? Just like something.
It's made of wood, and it seems to be like mobile,
Oh, like a joystick.
like 2 joysticks.
I don't think it's the time though.
I think you should. I'm pretty sure you.
I want to grab the joystick.
I'm pretty sure you should grab the joystick.
Did you see that when you rolled a 20 perception?
I actually did not. My 20 perception was not enough to see the.
My
You were looking for a door.
My 10 agility. My 10 agility.
You were looking for a door.
It's true.
You still roll the 20.
Sure.
You still roll the 20. Yeah, okay.
Like, are they close to each other? I'm just
Fine. With your 20 perception, you notice Mayumi's starting to grow a mustache.
Oh, that's me.
A little bit of hair.
Wow.
That's tough. You're gonna have to burn that one off.
Come on, like
You're a
I know you're really trying to
firebender. You can just,
Yeah.
Just.
I think he's jealous.
Alright, let's go. What are you guys doing?
Well, I want to grab the
There's
handles.
joysticks.
There's
What do they do?
handles.
Like, I wanna pull on
Yeah.
one. What does it do?
It did not.
You pull
see any
one of them.
You pull on
Are
one?
they two, like I'm imagining 2 columns like not next to each other. Are they next to each other? I don't know.
Yeah. So which one are you holding? There's 2 columns and they're next to each other. Yeah. You can reach
My
both.
hands on both.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm gonna drive this shit. I don't know.
You say that?
What is driving?
I'm gonna drive this ship. This is not the time. So what do you do?
No, I say I own this bitch. I
Right.
just like try to pull on them.
You pull on them both backwards?
Yeah.
So only one of them actually pulls backwards, the right one. And you see all of a sudden the map start to zoom in on that center spot. On the camp, actually. Yeah.
Just to control the map. This one, zoom in, zoom out.
Zoom in. Well,
I try to
what
pull
do you
harder
need
on
2
the left
joysticks?
one.
Like you could just.
It
have
doesn't
one
pull
zoom in, zoom
back.
out.
Try to pull forward, push forward.
It moves the map north. You see the lake now. That you guys are in.
Okay. This is just like a waste of time at this point.
Go to the. Do I see something? Can I like?
I
Do I
wanna
see
move-
what's happening?
You feel the platform below you start to
Yeah.
move as all of a sudden the stone shifts and you start to lose a bit of your balance here. Roll me a 4 balance check, dexterity check, not to fall. Same thing for you, Mayumi.
Did I?
I
reach,
actually no, you reached the other platform. 19. Yeah, you managed to hold on properly to the 2 pillars.
Try to see where the black spots are next to the camp. Try to zoom in on that.
I don't really care about the whole platform moving. I just try to like move the map around so I could have a good idea of the encampment. I want to have like.
You completely ignore what I said.
Yeah, well, the thing is in the encampment. So
It's right
Which
next to it.
encampment exactly?
the military one, unless there's another one.
You want to see a map of the military camp?
Yeah, I want to shift that way so I could have like a.
Yeah, as you're doing that, you see, because you're more zoomed in now because you pulled back earlier. So you're kind of panning down and you spot what previously looked like a spot with different black spot with different black rays coming out of it and 3 little objects. You notice the 3 parts of the corpse of Boris, who got eviscerated at the beginning of the game. Boris You don't remember Boris?
Yeah,
I
we
do.
do.
3 spots on Boris? I don't understand.
The three parts of his body that got torn apart.
Black spots or 3 pieces of his body.
And the
Yeah.
Oh, that was Boris. That's why I had names in my head.
Yeah, and do you see the
That was
black?
crazy.
The black scorch mark corresponds exactly to this strange cursor that you have on your thing.
Just like video. Okay, I'm moving straight to the encampment.
Oh my god!
I feel like I'm on a Death Star now.
Oh my god!
I feel
He's
like-
going to the encampment.
I try to zoom out and try to find the encampment.
You zoom out and you find the encampment.
Merlith, are you still in the camp?
There's no answer.
Shoot. No, I'm good. Somebody else
Shit, I
answers.
don't know anymore.
Nah, bro.
She got out. She got out.
She
Dude, she had 99 hit points.
She can take it.
Is that more than Jedi?
She can take the laser.
You feel another crunch as the platform starts to tip in the opposite direction now, and you're gonna have to hold yourself up, but on these 2 pillars before, in order not to fall into the light right now. That might be starting to burn a bit of your skin off. You're gonna take 2 points of light damage
Okay.
because there's a big spherical light,
Yeah.
and now the platform is leaning towards the light now for you to fall into it.
I don't know how to shoot you guys. It's not left trigger, right trigger.
just this.
Yeah, I just fucking jump in the water and start swimming to the thing.
Yeah, what do you guys do?
Yeah, just watching you guys like stroke yourselves off, so like me.
Yeah, we're waiting for him. We're waiting for him to cross.
And Forrest,
to get
of
out.
course. And Forrest.
Forrest is dead, dude.
Forrest
There's no
is
T.
dead.
There's no T. It's Forrest.
All right, give me an athletics roll.
11.
And you swim all the way to the platform, start pulling yourself up just as you get pulled back into the water by the creature and you disappear under the surface.
Alright, bro. He's on his own.
Fuck. Fuck.
Isn't
And your jester hat is floating on the top of the water.
Not the hat. I'm like a cartoon character. You can't move the hat. It's always the same spot. Even underwater, my hair is like the same way.
We don't see anything. Only there's nothing. There's no more tentacles roaming around.
No.
You can't go underwater with those things.
Alright, dude, I just dive after him.
You didn't dive after me.
After about
Roll.
You're not level 13.
15.
All right. And with a 15, you dive. Kira dives straight into the water, swimming deeply, just to see Fukur struggling to pull himself off of one of the tentacles. Do you want to roll for that, Fukur?
Can I do perception first? See what I see under the water.
Sure.
13. Well, 14.
13. Yeah, you see this a large creature, bigger than any creature you've seen before in your life, deeply embedded into the cavern of under this water here, and it's got a large circular mouth with teeth all around the mouth, 2 yellow beady eyes, and its eyes are focused straight on you with maybe you're counting 20, 21 tentacles coming out of this creature on either side.
Does it have an evil alignment?
Why don't you ask it?
What?
Ask it.
Ask the beast.
Yeah.
Do you have an evil
Oh,
alignment?
but you can't talk. You're underwater.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
I want
your
to-
turn.
Alright, I'm gonna try to.
Mayumi, do you want to do anything?
I didn't do anything.
I'm gonna.
You did perception.
That's a turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's not.
Go shoot the
There's nothing to shoot.
You try. Just figure percept roll it.
Yeah, Mayumi, you spot the inclined platform right now, immobile, in the center of the room with the 2 pillars. Hey, you want to roll your perception, maybe?
13.
13?
Yeah.
And with a 13, you spot a small button right under one of the right under one of the handles.
What do I want to shoot the camp? Does it really matter?
It's like,
That's
Why would
not
I
a
want
movie.
to shoot the
Because
camp?
that's our mission. Our whole mission is getting rid of the force that's fucking on.
But we're the force.
What?
We're the force. We're the thing.
well, it's being destroyed right now by the tentacle dude.
Dumont is not.
No, but the captain shit that's scouting the forest is also a threat to our friend.
You're underwater. You can't talk right now. All right, your turn.
Alright, I try to calm the beast
How?
with my beast expert and beast taming abilities.
Do you touch it?
Which I can expertly tame fierce beasts. I get an advantage on an animal handling turn.
Okay. You're gonna have a disadvantage because this is
Does it cancel my
it's more of a monster than a beast, I would say.
Okay. So my because
I need you to tell me how you would tame this giant underwater monster.
I would. It's just I can place my hand on the tentacle, and just focus.
Just focus the love.
Yeah,
Give it love what it's never had.
exactly.
Okay,
Just blasted with love.
with a disadvantage. Show me
I
what you
blast
got.
my love all
Vague
over.
d'apaisemment.
Just blast your love all over it.
But he's buzzing tonight. He's buzzing on the second half.
But does that advantage cancel? Does advantage cancel my advantage?
Yeah, they cancel each other out.
Okay.
What advantage do you have?
I just have it's just gain advantage.
Oh, okay, so
on a
they
roll.
cancel each other out
Doesn't this guy have a disadvantage? Did I poison him?
20.
on an attack. Yeah, 20.
Not natural, but
Fine, he'll have a disadvantage because of the poison. And that's a 4. And so you swim down underwater and grab one of the large tentacles of the creature and look into its eyes, and you hug it with your legs and with your arms. And you just hug it and close your eyes.
Not the legs. Not the legs.
You wrap your legs around the creature.
Another submission technique.
it starts off with a hug, it becomes a submission hold.
And right as you think that it won't work and the creature seems to not be accepting your love, you just kiss it once. Just give it a little peck on the tentacle. The creature starts to reduce its violent throws, and you could swear you saw a tear coming out of that eye. But it lets go of Fukuru, who floats back up to the surface of the water, and you float back as well. You both emerge at the top, and the tentacles go away as they retract back underwater.
Time to hit
Love
that
is all you
button.
need, boys. So I.
Are you guys alright?
Where are you on the light platform? Did you go back or not?
Yeah, I went there. Just wanted to look at the map.
All right, so I go to the end platform. I don't go to the light platform.
Do you hate my character? I just wanna.
No, there's already one of us to
I'm just asking.
use it. I mean, you're kind of useless.
Buddy, I think I'm not.
You have herbs.
I do have herbs. I did find a lake too.
Yeah, true. That was your idea. No, so I go to the end platform.
To the end platform?
Yeah, the one because he's already on the central platform.
Yeah, so you see the last platform here, and you enter a room. This room has a large table. It goes all around the wall. And you spot 3 orbs of a turquoise color with golden rims all around them. And all 3 are lit with light right now, and they look like they're powering something.
Well, it's
All right.
pretty sure.
Can I?
the cannon.
Yeah. Okay. Can I?
Like, what do you see?
Can I try to? No, you're still. Okay, so no, I just wait for him to do whatever he wants to do on the cannon before I do anything.
Yeah. It's time to blast Deadeye. Sorry, go ahead.
So what do you do?
Can I aim for the big tent?
Okay, so roll me. I don't know what to do here. Dexterity, I suppose, or wisdom. Wisdom, intelligence.
The best one.
It's more intelligence.
It wasn't the big tent.
Yeah, but intelligence just so you can navigate
Oh,
this
okay.
thing and aim it properly.
Oh, sorry.
That's it.
12.
12. So yeah, that's fine. With a 12, you pull on the right handle and you navigate with the left handle all the way until the map is centered on Dead Eyes. Was that his name? Deadeye.
Deadeye. Captain Deadeye.
Captain Deadeye's tent. And what do you do?
Oof.
You smack
his own ass.
You
No, I saw that button, so I just.
Yeah.
You just
You were just saying.
You just-
yeah.
I get it.
I press.
what do you press?
Okay, fuck off.
And you press the button, and with a small click, you see all of a sudden a blue concentric circle emerge from the where the location of the tent is. One
Concentric.
blue concentric circle emerge from the point of the tent and expand across the entire map, and another one, and another one, and another one, and all of a sudden many are, and you feel the earth start to tremble around you as it sounds like a large impact hit the ground a few kilometers away from where you are now. And all of a sudden the water starts to rise at a slow pace.
Yeah, I try to join where.
Alright, you're gonna fuck out of here.
Maybe take one of the orbs.
Yeah. Can I touch the orbs? What happens? Can I?
This guy is a touchy guy.
Yeah, I gotta. You know.
Can I touch the light?
Feel through my hand.
It's true. It's true.
Dude, he just tamed a fucking huge squid monster. And
With his legs.
With a kiss.
So I can I get close to the orbs?
You push the orbs and you see 3 orbs here.
tamed them.
Yeah.
3 orbs.
You see a blue light, actually, a line of blue light, go from one orb to the other orb to the other orb, and all the way back into the wall here.
Can I remove one?
Yeah, as soon as you remove one, you see the connection is cut between both orbs, and all of a sudden, the white light begins to change. The sphere of light starts to spew out large rays of light that dig into the stone wall and cut lines into the stone wall around, and into the water as well. And mist emerges from the water where the light burns the water, and just in random directions, just little rays of light are starting to emerge from this node here.
Is there a passage? Can we keep going?
Nope, there's no passage.
This is the end.
This is the end.
So we have to go back to get out.
I don't know.
Well, you do kind of know.
Guys, there's no. Where do we go?
Now
The water is still rising.
The water is now ankle high.
Do you want to ask the squid if you could help us?
I think the squid.
The room is shaking, and you hear a heavy rumbling sound coming from around the cave. Rocks are falling down the cave. Everybody, roll me a 4 dexterity check to avoid any rocks.
8.
12.
All right, you guys all dodged rocks falling down that could have hit you in the head.
Okay, so I can start running.
Towards
Yeah,
where?
Just out of here. The exit, the entrance that we came in from. There's nowhere else.
If we take the 3 orbs, does it take away all of the energy?
All right, take
The water is tibia high.
take
Take
all
all
the
3
orbs.
orbs. Take all 3
Take
orbs.
all the orbs.
They're
take all the
heavy.
orbs.
Each of them is kind of heavy and weighing you down a little bit.
He's 230.
Yeah, I'm pretty thick.
He's thick.
So you're even heavier. All right.
No, like
Give me the one.
He's a strong guy. He's a strong guy.
Almost knee high.
okay, but
Okay, take him.
does nothing happen when I take all the other orbs?
Just the light gets cut off completely, and now all of a sudden the sphere of light starts acting up even more. Twice the amount of rays of light that are burning into the stone around the room start emerging. Everyone's gonna have to roll me dexterity to avoid these. Roll me dexterity 6.
10. No, Alex.
6.
Alex.
14.
And you guys all manage to dodge. One of them just narrowly almost hits Kira in the face as it hits the stone behind him, burning a piece of stone off and completely.
I put the orbs back,
All of them?
and I run towards the entrance.
Yeah, it's time to fuck off.
Okay, so you put all the orbs back, and all of a sudden everything calms down.
Oh.
The entire room calms down, and the light calms down. The water level even seems to stop rising.
Ooh, we could time ourselves.
Well, what do you want? No, because we need to go back, and if we take the orbs out, the light's gonna shoot the light, and we need to go by. We need to pass by where the light is. So we can't. We need to get the fuck out.
Because we also need to shut this. This is too much of a
Yeah,
strong
but
weapon.
the water's filling up.
Well, this weapon is fucking strong. We need to find a way to also neutralize it.
Yeah.
Can we roll perception in the final room to see if there's any kinds of exit?
You can roll perception, all of you, if you want.
20.
Natural?
Not natural.
10.
17.
Yeah, so you notice that there's no other exit from the third room, but the light that does shine out of that sphere when things are going hectic, it's these small individual rays that are going. It's not like a wall of light that's blocking the entire room. You'd have to dodge them.
All right, I take my axe and I activate my special axe ability, which makes it slice through anything, and I just slice all 3 orbs.
What?
Okay.
What?
Give me a roll.
And we're going.
Give me a roll.
We're fucked.
We need to go. No. We're breaking it and we're running.
Give me a roll. Just give me a roll. Give me a roll.
Yeah,
You can't talk about it.
17. No, actually, 22.
Kira, you grab your axe, which lights up in a blue energy, I believe.
A gold.
Golden energy, and you swipe horizontally through each orb. All 3 cap off as you see this plasma energy inside of each orb start to spew out, burning the table, and 2 little blobs like bubble up and hit the ceiling as the rock turns into liquid magma that falls down into the ground in front of you. They start to spew out as well onto the walls around you, which start to melt around you. You're gonna have to roll me a 7 dexterity to get out of this room.
Dude.
And that's a 7, an 8, as the rock literally melts right behind you as you jump into the water right now, and the central sphere of light acts up even more than before, sending rays of light that would burn the walls in every direction. You'll have to roll me an 8 dexterity to dodge.
So this is while we're heading for the exit, right?
10.
3. 20.
Fakur, a ray of light burns you on the right shoulder, and you're going to take 6 points of light damage
What's
to the right shoulder.
Like burning damage.
It's similar, except light is more magical.
Fucking
It's
light.
magical effect.
6 points of damage.
What do you guys do?
Fuck off.
So go ahead.
We're pacing towards the exit.
All right, you guys managed to swim to the center platform, and all of a sudden a large rock falls, obstructing the waterfall that was originally there, separating both rooms, and another rock slide starts to fall. You guys need to roll me a 6 to dodge this rock slide.
8.
10. He's just waiting for someone to
My ability is still active though, so I break the rock with my axe.
Okay.
That's blocking the way.
And you bring in your axe straight, splitting this rock in 2, but the rock is like in between the tunnel here, so like it doesn't really open up. But you can climb on top of it if you like.
All right, I'll
Alright.
do that.
All right, so you guys roll me one more time, dexterity here to try to move out.
14.
11.
14, 11,
17.
17, and
We all still.
you guys dive into the water of the second room as you see the tentacles of the creature in this room here that seem to be like offering you aid to jump from the center platform back to the first platform. But one really heavy rock falls on one of the tentacles, and you hear a whimper coming from the creature as more rocks start falling down here into the water on top of the tentacles, crushing the tentacles.
No.
We're leaving.
That's why I just sprinting this more than
Yeah, I'm still leaving.
This is like a fucking triathlon right now.
Poor guy.
All right, who goes first on the ladder?
I'll go first. I'll fucking roll for 1 right now.
Go
All right, for crew, you start climbing.
You're good.
12. Well, what is it? Strength? 12.
The strength is fine, yeah. You start climbing the ladder, and as you get halfway through, actually, you make it all the way to the top. and you're back in the original room. But you notice something. The air bubble has a small piercing in it, where even more water is flowing in now, and this piercing is growing and growing and growing. Who's next?
Me.
Hurry up.
You're gonna have to roll me a 10 here.
Keep going.
The flow of water is even higher.
What is that? What did you roll?
Critical 1.
I mean critical.
So Mayumi rolls a 1 as she tries to climb, and she's almost halfway, but then all of a sudden she falls, and her hands are like holding onto the ladder as the flow of water pulls her downwards, giving you sharp splinters on both sides as you scratch both of your hands on the ladder, and you fall back down onto the ground here, and you fall unconscious.
Unconscious?
Yes.
Bro, half.
Alright, dude.
What, bro,
I got it.
You're me. You're buddy.
5 points of slashing damage on your hands.
I slap him
Okay,
on my
Milton, bro,
back.
t'abuses là.
Stop. He's gonna keep killing him. Just shut up.
Take it, dude.
She's
I
unconscious.
mean, like 2 guys fell down before me and they had.
But now
Are you kidding? There's so much damage.
the flow of
Were you
water.
unconscious? Yeah.
The flow of water is much higher now. So,
Alright,
Kira, what do you do?
I'm
She's
gonna-
unconscious.
I'm gonna drink a potion of strength,
Okay.
Here we go.
and I'm gonna slap him on my back.
What does the potion of strength do?
It's +2 strength to every roll for the
Okay.
next 2 hours.
Okay.
2 hours? That's actually
It's like
Just use it every
You can't even go to bed. Like,
in bed, dude.
So I just slap him on my back and try to climb the
The ladder.
wait, actually,
You're going to have to roll me a 13 with disadvantage because you're carrying him.
yeah, you're gone. We're gone. It's done. All right, so it's the lower one is 6.
The lower one is a 3. Oh, it's 6 total.
Yeah.
Okay, and so you start carrying him, but you realize she's too heavy to carry, and you only make it halfway, but you can't keep going. The flow of the water is much too strong at this point.
Leave it behind.
All right, can I try to wake her up by burning her with my torch?
Your torch is not lit right now.
I can light it up. I don't know what to do.
Just leave her behind, man.
If only this is like a Minecraft waterfall, you could just swim.
Yeah, just swim up the waterfall. So can I try to wake her up in some way? Just put her head in the waterfall.
You can try to wake her up by like shaking her.
Yeah,
Or
I'll
just
try to
yelling.
wake her up.
Okay, that's charisma.
I got that.
In bed, man.
17.
17, and you shake her, and what do you yell at her?
Wake up! Mayumi, what's her name? Mayumi, wake up!
And Kira yells to Mayumi to wake up, and Mayumi, you wake up. You're in the tunnel, this vertical tunnel with a waterfall, splashing onto your face, and you just hear Kira's voice that brings you back.
And I even
You're
shove a potion.
Oh.
Potion of strength.
And all of a sudden, something gets thrust into your mouth as you feel the
Drink
vial.
it. Swallow! Mayumi, swallow!
Do you swallow though?
That's all, though.
I do all those. I do.
I got +2 for the next 2 hours.
Oh.
All right, you guys have to roll me a 14 strength to make it all the way up.
Alright, I gave you +2, I forgot.
9.
12.
12. And you both are almost like 3/4 of the way there, but you can't make it as you both fall, and you need to roll me an 8 to catch yourselves again.
Help us out, bud. Do something.
11.
Isn't it a ladder? Like, what's going on?
It's a ladder. They're on the ladder.
12.
11. Yeah, you both catch yourselves, but it seems like the flow of the water is just getting worse now.
Okay, I'm trying to like put rocks to block the flow of the water that's going right where the ladder is. Like trying to make it go around.
Okay,
So it doesn't
roll
go
me
down the ladder.
roll me
Strength.
roll me strength. Yeah,
Aquila arrives.
12. 12. Yeah, that's enough. So you manage to create like a sort of dam that diverges the movement of the water. It's only temporary, but it does give them a small window of opportunity. You guys need to roll me an 8 strength. Now the flow of water has gone down.
16.
7.
And you're almost there. Kira, you make it out. You make it out, and just as she almost there, she lets go and loses the grip on the ladder. You need to roll me a 6 to grab her.
19.
And that's a success. As Kira, you grab Mayumi at the last minute and pull her out into the air bubble at the bottom of the lake. This is the moment where suddenly the rift opens up even more. The rift, sorry, opens up. Someone say rift? Someone say rift?
It's a rift?
Opens up even more and starts flooding the air bubble, and 2 more openings of the air bubble as the enchantment starts to crumble all around here. What do you guys do?
We run for the rope.
All right, everyone roll me a 5 dexterity.
I can do that. I can do that, please. For 18.
Oh my god, I thought that was a 1. 8.
And you guys all manage to grab the rope and emerge back into the water portion. But now you don't have a spell of water breathing anymore.
Yeah, but at least it's easier to go up.
Yeah, we're going up.
It's way easier.
Yeah.
To go up.
You guys swimming upwards?
No, we're not swimming up. Like, the rope is going upwards. Right?
Okay, but halfway through, you guys start to lose your breath. You can't hold it anymore.
How far are we from the...
Halfway.
What's the distance for the...
25 meters.
That's not bad. I let go.
Myself. Yeah.
I feel like it's...
You all let go and you float up to the top of the lake. And you... And at this point, you guys see the shore with Aquila just sitting there waiting patiently for you guys to come back. Yo, dog!
No, the animal communication is over. It expired.
Roof, 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 roof.
I'm never using that.
Roof, 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 roof. Roof, roof, roof. And as you guys start swimming back towards the shore, with the light of the moonlight illuminating you guys, the game ends there for today.
You were buzzing at the end. Thank God.